Odds. I'm Zach Caterly, your humble game master for tonight, and we are about to embark on an epic adventure full of laughter, camaraderie, and a few dicey situations. I'm joined by the fantastic crew of Laughable Odds. We have Christy, we have Noah, we have Eli, we have Isaac, and soon we'll have Nick over here. Judah won't be joining us tonight, but we are excited to jump into this. We have very small announcements. I guess not really announcements per se.
We're sponsored.
Some reminders.
Tonight's episode is sponsored by The Mines. The children yearn for them.
Yes. And what temperature should a Coke be?
Well, it depends. Depends on whose dressing room it's in.
Well, we stream every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you can find all of our episodes on YouTube. So you can start from the beginning and watch all the way through. It's just under Laughable Odds. And on Twitch, they're only kept there for a week at a time. But they are streamed live to YouTube and Twitch every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are using Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. And we are set in a homebrew world called Zenith. We are in love with this world. We are having too much fun with it. And it is breaking our minds partially because of the possibilities and things that we're happening upon. So much glorious fun. And the shenanigans continue. Panic button. Hospital. With that, I think that's all I got. So, this was the most relaxed opening I think we've had in a long time.
I was eating. I was too busy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, before we do that, I mean, I feel like we should have like some kind of like space for tomfoolery before we get too serious.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Whenever you're too
The tomfoolery makes space for itself.
Yeah.
Let me introduce you to the new NPC. His name is Tom. Foolery.
Next new character.
For Bombadil.
He's pretty great. Dude, I was freaking out when he was getting introduced in the Rings of Power. I was like, oh, yeah.
I was right about it being Gandalf and not Sauron, by the way.
Yeah. Feels good when you're right.
Not really. I just had to point it out.
Stroke that ego.
Where's my code?
55.5. All right. So, without further ado, grab your snacks and get ready for an unforgettable adventure. This is Zenith with Laughable Odds. Woo-hoo. Wow. So, small recap.
Squeeze her right on top of the mic.
Gosh, that would be brutal to
Rip headphone users.
I repositioned my mic, so it should be a little bit better. Recap of last session. You guys had started off last session of figuring out that you have traveled back in time. You don't know exactly how long. Well, I guess, did y'all figure out? By the end of the session, figured out somewhere around 200 years.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all were able to meet with a very ascended being that seems to exist outside of time and space. A crazy dragon.
Not Jeremy. I don't know why I thought you were describing him.
Yeah, he was ascended being.
Yeah.
He was the guy sent to test us.
Yeah. Well, I guess we started off with you guys meeting Jeremy.
Yep.
The bum that was practicing for a surfing competition and using the sand vortex to surf down and had a tether to keep himself from slipping down there. And
Tragic that his tether broke.
Yeah.
you guys talked with him a bit, got information from him, revealed information, felt like he was a liability, and decided to get rid of him.
Yep. He did not win the surfing competition.
Rest in peace.
I
But
was surfing in heaven.
through y'all's further exploration of the temple, the temple of the Eternal Sands, you were able to find like a portal into a separate space that was located within the broken, massive central hourglass. That's literally stepped you into a near identical temple, but not filled with the artifacts inside. And inside this temple, you had met this one massively large being, this dragon, seeming to be of time itself, a guardian of such, or someone who travels and looks over it. You guys were able to meet with him. First, it was just 2. Then there was more. And there was a little bit of mental break in some of Oberon. And speaking of
the devil.
Hey!
The way I speeded here. It's crazy.
Allegedly.
Not alleged.
Where's our beautiful baby boy?
Huh?
Where's our beautiful baby boy?
He's
Right
not
here.
feeling so good. I know.
Your replacement, sorry.
I was just telling him a little bit of a recap of last session. Meeting Jeremy the bum. Finding the time outside of space and time, a temple, and this massive dragon. And Oberon's mental break of
Had a little TV.
slamming his fist until they were bloody into a door to get past it, to get answers, to some degree of success, getting the most dialogue out of this dragon. And
You did yap a lot.
you did, yeah.
It helps with creating less NPCs, though. You get better mileage out of the ones you have.
I just have to make them big enough for frog can't swallow them. But
Full temp.
after you guys had lots of answers to questions and really learned quite a bit in the process, there was a separation of Oberon wanting to go his own way. He needed to find himself. He needed to know who he was. And that was the question that the dragon asked all of you. Who are you? Do you know who you are? That was a good sound. And with that, there was a reveal, a large reveal of Boot's identity as being a part of a very noble family. And Barias, Wildheart,
Pretty fancy.
you also changed your looks and identity to stop hiding the nature of what you are and who you are. Really answering the call, but also setting up a pretty strong alias identification. Because you guys are going out into the world. This is 200 years in the past. And you have taken on aliases. And I have updated all of y'all's titles on the screen to have those names as well.
Heck yeah.
So people won't be like, wait, who's what? Who's this? So Boot is now referred to as Sandal. And Aaron is now referred to as Arya. And then Oberon is Valkyron. And Ronnie, or Euron, is now Tobias. And Elwyn is now Teshin. And Relaine is now Steve. Ayo!
Wait, what was Oberon's name?
Valkyron.
Valkyron.
Why do I have Ted?
I think that was a joke.
I was joking about that one.
That's what I wrote down.
That's a good one to write down.
Stays there forever now.
It is there for all time.
It's gonna be really funny when we meet back up and she calls you Ted.
Yeah, that's me.
I thought we had quality notes.
That's my middle name. Teddy.
We have 8 quality notes.
My
That's
notes
what you,
are accurate.
That's what you all
And
decided to call
color-coded.
me. There we go.
There you go, yeah.
Um,
My notes are the backup.
There's a reason he's called bookkeeper. He's living the
Redundancies.
role. He's living the role.
No redundancy is a good thing.
So, with Oberon actually leaving you guys pretty quickly, realizing that, we do need him to close the door to the temple. So you guys called him back and used the chalice and then parted ways again. And off Oberon went. Onto his lonesome. You guys didn't trail him, didn't follow him, didn't do any spy tomfoolery. You trust him. That when you call him, he'll come. When you need him. And left him to his devices. You guys started to travel south. And ran into a quick incursion. And that was skirted around pretty well. And you guys hid, took off further south before traveling most of the entire day out of the desert and getting to some hillsides and seeing massive boulders on the tops of these cliff sides. And thankfully, with a nice raven familiar flying up high, you got a good perspective on some hill giants that were looking to ambush any wayward travelers going along their road. And you guys avoided them as well, successfully. Pushing a little off course from south, but then redirecting and going south furthermore. You started to make your way into a forest region, a very heavily wooded area as it was getting dark. And now with most of the entire day traversed and a lot of ground gathered, you're unsure how far away you're from Oberon and unsure of what happened on his day. But towards the end of yours, in the forest, you spotted out multiple firelights, campfires in the distance, and as you got closer, you made them out and realized that they were indeed campfires. And there was a poor little boy that was trapped by some Ettins, these two-headed giant figures that were arguing with each other incessantly and with the other incessantly, and had two dire wolves at their disposal and a part of their little troop here. But they had captured this boy and was cooking him over a fire and poking him with a stick while he screamed out that he was going to get out of there and they were going to pay. And you guys knew there was not much time. At the moment, they were cooking him pretty slow. It got him tender. And you guys very, very quickly jumped into action, wanted to do the merry-go-round, and then quickly diverted to snatch and grab. And everything broke loose, and you guys defeated him pretty candidly, kept the boy alive. And as you were talking to him afterwards, you got his name, exchanged y'all's names, y'all's new names, your aliases, and there was a little bit of his sob story talking about how his parents had been killed, and that was his plan, to just say that, give the sob story presentation to the gate so that he could get back to the central trading hub. And that was his plan, and it felt like a good plan to you guys because y'all didn't have any better plans.
Pretty much in the same boat.
and
Parents died.
and he's in a pretty bad shape overall, but he's trying to put it on a brave face, like he could take on the world. And in the process of talking to you guys, you lost his trust after him looking through a lie, and then a spell being cast on him and being resisted. He right now is in a very untrusting spot, unsure of whether he should stay with you guys or not. And you saw him clutching onto a necklace, and as he was so worried and such and let go, you noticed that it was the very same looking time-touched heirloom that Elwyn has. And everything started to move through Elwyn's brain, and really Teshin, but Elwyn, and realized that Cedric is your grandfather. Well, your great-grandfather. your great-grandfather. And this boy doesn't know his last name. And somehow he is the one who started the House Aurelius.
Mm-hmm.
And the last conversations that you were having with him were him very distrustful, but trying to say that if I stick with you, you'll tell me everything there is you know about this thing.
Yep.
And that's what we're jumping right back into. We're into the camp, and he's still very anxious, looking over his shoulder. You guys are ready to have set up camp and take a rest. Y'all had actually separated yourself from the camp that was where the Edens died and made some distance. And you're now sitting down, getting ready for a long night's rest. But he is very on edge.
Mm-hmm.
He feels like, from the best that you can gauge, this survival state of my best chances alive tonight are with these people, but I don't trust them.
Mm-hmm.
As he is there by one of the small fires y'all have made, clutching his amulet closely to his chest and keeping his eyes on everybody.
I'll walk up to him and just say, come sit with me over here, and I'll kind of separate from the group.
Okay.
I'll find a nice log to sit on and just kind of take a seat. And I'll pull out, find like a twig on the ground and just kind of start messing with it. And start kind of drawing in the dirt a little bit. But I'll just say, I wouldn't take it too personally what Sandal did over there. To be honest, whenever I first met this group, they tried to do the same thing on me.
Well, that's not a great way to make first impressions.
It's really not. I don't blame you. You see, the thing about us is we like to control, and as soon as things get out of our control, fight or flight takes in. And in the middle of combat, usually that's a good thing, but in social situations, not the best tactic. So I hope that you can come to forgive my friend. He means well.
I don't know if I should. Even though you say he does, not likely to forgive.
That's fine. You don't have to. But I told you I would tell you everything that I know about this that amulet. Truth is, I don't know a lot. And the things that I do know, I'm not sure if I can tell you or not, because, well, some things you have to figure out for yourself. So, I'll tell you what I can. Does that sound fair?
Guess.
Good.
And you can see he's like trying to read you as best he can, and it sounds very cryptic and he doesn't understand. But he's listening.
I'll just kind of like, there are things that we can control, and there's things that we can't control. For instance, I can't control whether you'll believe a word that I say, but I can control what you feel about this. And I'll pull out my amulet and just kind of like hang it out of my shirt.
You see him immediately kind of like sits back very quickly and looks at it very closely and leans in with his and trying to compare the two.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that they're glowing with intensity as he gets closer. He's like, what does this mean?
I don't know.
There are 99 cents at the dollar.
Is this part of a club or something? Like,
No. The amulet that you wear, I've studied about it for a long time, and to be honest, I don't know much. But I do know a few things. For instance, try to grab my amulet. And as he tries to reach in, I will... Basically what I'm trying to do is chronal shift, so that he thinks that he grabs the amulet, and then somehow he misses it.
okay.
So... I will chronal shift
Okay.
as he tries to attempt
Yeah.
to grab
So
it.
as he does, he reaches out for you and tries to get a hold and just whiffs entirely.
Yeah. You thought you had it, didn't you?
Yeah. Did you just move?
So, time is sensitive. In the grand scheme of things, if you change time drastically, who knows what the repercussions are? Then there's things like that. You could have grabbed my amulet, and what would that have done in the world? Very little things, very little effects. Little changes in time are safe, stable. But you go beyond the bounds of time, things start to unravel. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of like ripples.
Yes. We have...
Mountain falls in, lake, no more lake.
Very fair, yes. that's
Pebble
true.
falls in, no big deal.
No big deal.
Okay.
We have dabbled in the larger amounts of time.
We as in your group?
We as in my group.
Why?
It was a bit of an accident. We are the mountain. You are the pebble.
This doesn't sound good.
So, that is everything that I can tell you, really. Is that...
Oh, it's nothing.
That's everything.
What? Well, how did I come to have this?
I don't know.
Do you know my parents?
No.
And is there a lot of these in the world?
One of a kind.
Well, other than one of a kind, what do you... One of a kind? You have one, I have one.
Cedric, I don't
Is this
know...
guy wrong in the head?
I'm going to say, Cedric, I don't know your parents, but I know your children, and I know your children's children.
I don't have to. And he like, as he's like starting to form the sentence, he's like... Who are you? Really?
My real name is Elwin Aurelius. One day, you will found my house.
I mean, I've never built a house. It seems like a lot.
One day you'll
So-
understand.
So, you know, my family. Or you're saying found your house? You're my family? Oh man. So what if you didn't save me?
And that's why you know you can trust me.
It's like I'm time magic. It makes my head hurt.
Mine too.
Because I don't understand.
I don't either. So, it's like if you're reading a book and you want to get through the entire book, what's the point of reading the end first and spoiling the ending? You don't want to spoil the ending, you want to go through the entire journey. I could tell you everything that will happen down to the last second of your history, but what's the fun in that? Enjoy it for yourself. Find out where it ends. Find out where it leads.
Do you know when I found the house?
Yes, but I cannot tell you. I know who you will marry. I know what your children's names will be. I know what their children's names will be. I can't tell you any of it. That is what you will have to figure out.
This sucks. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe it proves that I can't mess it up. Because you're here.
That's the
So,
theory.
I'm pretty much unkillable.
Well, here's the thing. If you die, I die.
Maybe.
Definitely.
Should we test it?
No.
Hey, guys, get that push from Revivify. We can get one of them.
How does that work?
Yeah.
You have two incredibly valuable assets. The first is the amulet.
You could net 2 amulets.
Your amulet is the key to everything. And the other asset that you possess is your mind. Don't ever forget that.
I guess that makes sense. I'm gonna need a lot of sleep to figure this stuff out. So,
To be honest, I probably told you too much. But in the sake of saving our families, it's my only choice.
well, I mean, How? And you can see his brain's just turning gear after gear, just in circles. And he like stops a sentence and starts and stops a sentence, and then he gets out to finally going, how common is it for a house to start?
Extremely uncommon.
And if I don't... So, maybe this is the birth of me knowing my name is Aurelius?
Could be.
And this is where I push that forward?
Or I could have thrown a mountain into a lake. Who's to know?
Well, if it's so uncommon, maybe this is the catalyst. Maybe you coming back in time and being here is the whole, and the information you've given me. You need great wealth to start a house. Do you have much?
Some.
For you.
Well,
I'm afraid I will not be able to assist you very much more than this. It's your path and your journey to lead, not mine.
now wait a second. But what if it is? What if the whole reason for the house to start is because of you and your involvement in what you do for me? Because what if we take your knowledge and my knowledge and time and we make bets that can't lose?
Because if I were the one that would help you raise this house from the dirt, don't you think that my name would have been mentioned alongside of yours in the history books? No, it's just yours.
But what if you're not there? So,
Shut it down.
See your brain trying to work in real time.
No worries.
so if you
Cedric?
have given me this catalyst,
Cedric.
Okay.
No.
Sounds all good and dandy, but technically, I'm the great grandfather or grandfather. Father?
If you don't know that, then you have no business ordering me around.
I will figure this out.
Well, if you
No,
decide...
wait. Sorry. Wait, no, sir. How does this thing work? Can you do with it if it's the key?
God knows. If I haven't figured it out, then you can. And write better goddamn notes. I'll stand up. And I will begin to walk, and as I walk away, what I have been doodling in the ground there is the crest of House Aurelius.
And
Think
he
about
just
it and return to the fire when you're ready.
starts stewing in his own thoughts. He's locked in thought in the corner, sitting, looking at this crest, thinking about his name, the possibilities. What does this all mean? He's just a kid. Where did he come from? Is that important?
Oh, and one more thing. If anybody asks what I told you nothing.
I will label that folder nothing, therefore it won't be a lie.
Whatever you have to do.
I really hope you sleep.
Alright. I'll rejoin the others.
You rejoin up with the others, and I'm sure there is plenty to talk about at the fire. But as you guys all start to kind of poke the fire and spark up in conversation, we jump over to Oberon.
Alright.
Oberon,
Just me, the voices in my head.
Fuck up the timeline even more.
Mr. Valkyron,
Alright.
we're going back in time.
Okay. Again?
Only a smidge.
Okay.
To the beginning of this day.
Oh.
After you had locked your chalice into the slot and helped them close the door, you split on your way, away from the group. And you could tell that as you took with some purpose to get distance from them, that every attempt of yours to make sure no one was following you, you felt very comfortable that nobody was or making an attempt to do so. There was a respect of you're going through something, and you'd already answered the call to come back to put the chalice in once, and they trust you. But right now, you're going through something.
Yeah.
And that's just in the back of your brain. What are you doing with this day?
I'm going to try to get back to the Central Trading Hub.
All right.
Using whatever little tricks and tools I have available.
All right. So roll survival check.
Oh, yeah. That is really, really low. That is like, I think that might be sub 5.
All right.
Oh no.
You start traveling in the desert. Oh.
That is a 5.
You start off in a direction. Do you know where you're going?
Trying to get back to the gate.
Yeah, to the Central Trading Hub. Yeah.
But besides that, I don't really exactly know. Actually, the gate was visible. Wasn't it visible from where we? It was visible from where we landed, but not from where we were at.
The gate to the Central Trading Hub?
Yeah.
Not visible.
Oh, not visible?
No.
Yeah, I had no idea where we were going then. Cool.
Okay. So in your mind, you're going to the Central Trading Hub, but there's all these other things pacing through your brain, and it's seemingly blocking out a lot of coherent directions and thoughts and where the sun is in the sky, a bit of the heat, other things, and you like deserts overall.
Yeah, they're nice.
You've kind of accustomed to them,
Mm-hmm.
and you just start making a path. And about an hour goes by, and you start seeing these massive little monoliths are starting to move.
I remember that.
Yeah. And you're like, better give them some distance.
Yeah, I'll stay away from that.
How do you go about navigating through the desert and staying away from them?
I guess.
Do you have any tricks or just do your best?
I don't think I really have any tricks for getting around them besides stealth. And I'm very low on spell slots. Is it still the same day? Did we take a long rest in the chamber before we left? I can't remember.
We
took a long rest.
Oh yeah, we did.
You just took it outside the chamber.
Okay.
And then they called you back. So you have a full rest,
Okay, cool.
full day. Unless you didn't rest all night, you know.
No,
You want to take a point of exhaustion.
I'll like to sleep, I think. I like to sleep, so I'm going to do that.
Okay. So you have spell slots.
Yeah.
And if you just want to be stealthy as your effort here, go for it.
I'm going to cast Enhance Ability for Dexterity to give myself advantage on that roll.
A little boosty.
Boosty boost. That's cocked. That sucks. Oh wow, that's so bad. That is a 16.
16.
Not that bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
As you're moving through the desert, you're doing pretty well at avoiding the majority of these things. And you're clipping through, and you probably have moved about another hour or so. But now you're starting to get, you stumbled over a dune into an area with like 3 to 4 of them. And they all seem to react as quick as they can and start moving towards you. You have speed on your side, so it's just a matter of outpacing them. But it's getting more troublesome because it's a lot of attention. Because the more that follow you, the more that kind of domino effect, and it's like the desert's after you, basically.
Mm.
And
See.
so, even though
That's scary.
you've got distance, should you fall into some kind of wayward step or trap or something, slow you down, you have a large following at the moment.
Cool. I'm going to cast Levitate, and I'm going to start floating above the sands
Okay.
and moving still.
How do you move if you're above the sand? Because with levitate, it gives you upward.
If you cast on somebody else, they have to use movements, but if you cast it on yourself, you're able to move yourself.
Can you?
yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
So you can move in a direction?
Yeah, which is crazy to me. But
Okay.
yes.
All right.
It makes sense how all those Illithid do it.
All right. So you're able to move at what, like 20-foot speed?
Yeah,
Or
it's slow.
Yeah, it's 20
slow.
foot.
Okay. But one thing that you know, that when you do that and you're separated from the sands, whatever tremor sense or ability for them to pick up on you is greatly negated in their perception of you. And you start to see those falling off in little bits of droves as you gain distance of ground, and you start looking around again, and you're like, I don't know if I'm any closer to the gate, to the Central Trading Hub. Roll another survival check.
Hoorah! That is a 21.
21. You've been going the wrong way. As the sun's traveled through the air a little bit, and your brain is clearing up, and your stomach starts to rumble a little bit, it's getting a little hungry. You go, oh, I can think a little clearer. The sun has moved this way. This was south. That's which way I need to go. And you pivot and you head to the left.
Start heading south.
And you start moving towards the mountains.
Cool.
Next 3 to 4 hours go by, and you've now made it past the deserts. And you are actually within the foothills of the mountains and the mountains themselves. This barrier of a mountain has a sending message can send to you. I've tried scrying on you to no avail. You're protecting yourself. That's smart. I don't know exactly who you are, but I intend to make myself more familiar.
That sounds fine to me, buddy. If you want to die, it's okay. You can come find me.
It's like a little bit of time goes by, 15, 20 minutes, and another message gets sent to you. Oh, I will find you, but I like to play with my prey. So, this is what I like to do. I like to warn you. I like to let you know I'm coming. Let you know you're being hunted. Enjoy your last days.
Well, I hope you're as bad as the hunters I know you to be. Last time you tried to do something that didn't really work out too well.
About 10, 20 minutes go by again. And same fairly sinister voice, and familiar to you. Was last time. I don't believe we've ever crossed paths. I think I would remember someone so bold, so carefree with their life. I have made many enemies, but you are not one I recognize.
Oh, I've known you since I was a baby. Don't worry. Also, made you waste 3 spell slots, idiot.
Perfect.
Oh, no, you gotta send it to someone you read about in a book.
Another spell comes out. I feel like this is a wonderful game afoot. I like this.
Me too, I like games.
The message continues before you reply and says, be wary of a one called Blackfist, or they will be finding you probably sooner than you think.
No! No! Noah! Sorry. I got him.
And did you need to repeat anything, or you got it?
Sounds good. I like games. send a puppet after me. How cute. You must really like me.
It's at this point in time that you are about halfway traveled through the day.
Cool.
And pretty hungry. Do you have anything worth
Rats!
And you start moving into the mountains. You could try to skirt around this mountain, add more time to your travels, or you could just push through and go over. What do you want to do?
If I casted fly, would that give me enough time to scale this and be fine?
Possibly.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. So you cast fly and start to take off over the mountain. As you're traveling, you have that name Blackfist kick around in your head a little bit. You don't know what it means. Not really sure what's to make of it, or how serious you want to take any of it, or how much you can actually be found. Couldn't scry on you.
Yeah.
Could just reply to the one that sent her a message, and she doesn't even know your name.
It's Al. She thinks I'm Al.
And so the game is afoot, so she says. And off you go. As you are traveling up over the mountain here, make a perception check.
7.
You are enamored with thoughts, with what's assailed you. What lies greatest on your heart as you are separated from the group, as you've gone off to find yourself, answers to your own questions? What's going through your head?
I'm still kind of seeing those horrific visions from the Horde spice strip. But in turn, I'm also thinking of not only my siblings being killed like that manner, but them too.
And as these things are rolling through your brain, does a 17 hit you?
No.
As quite the quick... Do you need to see this to be able to do cutting words?
I don't think so. I think it's just whenever an attack is made against you, but I can check.
Okay.
I'll check real quick.
Double check.
Of course. Yeah, it's not a rare creature you can see within 60 feet. Makes an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll. But I imagine this guy's not within 60 feet of me.
Your mind is elsewhere.
Yeah, I'm
You're lost in thought. You're flying. You're concentrating. You're moving over this pass in the mountains, and as you're flying over, a larger than normal arrow catches you in the side. You take 20 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
But that's a normal concentration check, because half of that damage is 10, so that's you did 10.
I fail.
As your fly spell knocks off, and you start to descend through the air, slowly, not in a crazy fall, it's levitate speed. You're coming down closer to the mountains. Your eyes are scanning everywhere for where that shot came from. Make another perception check.
Alrighty. Nat 20.
You see, it looks to be some kind of... It's not a full giant. It's some kind of larger than medium-sized creature. Is it a half giant? What is it? It seems to be two of them. They're on the mountainside. One has a very large bow. The other one has a massive great axe. And they are sprinting down the mountain towards where you're falling.
Okay.
As the other one is starting to draw a bow again. Roll initiative.
That's really high. 23.
All right, you go first.
Alright, so as I'm falling,
Yeah.
am I starting to get in range with them?
You are roughly 200 feet from them.
Okay.
And you have just crested over the top of the mountain pass and are going downhill. And they are running down the hill after you.
Not sure if there's any way I can like move myself further down to try to reach him.
So they're top of the hill. You're going down, levitating. I would say roughly that you were probably like flying 60 to 100 feet off the ground just comfortably. So at this rate, you're just feather fall right now down,
Okay.
which is at the end of this round, if you do nothing, you're going to be back on the ground.
Okay.
Just down the hill from them about 200 feet. So,
Okay, so I can still like hit them with something if I wanted to right now.
right, if you have something within 150, 200 feet range.
150. Fireball.
As you spin around, as you're slowly descending out of the air and reacting to being shot, you throw a fireball in the direction. And then both make dex saves. One fails, one succeeds.
All right, and then that is 8d6. Yeah.
All right. And do you speak giant?
Nope.
All right. You hear, and the anger from their side, and quickly. Do you have anything else on your turn?
24 fire damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the bonus action to refill the potions Aaron gave us.
Nice. As you drink one of those, the one draws back his arrow again. Does a 16 hit you?
Nope.
And as it just streaks over your shoulder, slamming into the ground beside you, and they're running down as best they can. The one with the bow, not as far, because he didn't dash on his turn. He's further. He's not able to get as far to you. And the other one is in a full sprint, running down with this massive great axe. He's now about 30, 40 feet separated from the other, and closed probably to about 120 feet from you.
Cool.
But it's your turn.
My turn again?
Yeah.
Are they in a line?
Yeah.
They're in a line like this?
Yeah.
I'll step a bit closer to him, lightning bolt.
Okay. How was the range on lightning bolt?
I think it's
'Cause-
100 feet.
Because the one further from you, about 160 feet.
Oh, okay.
So
I actually
Closest
don't have
to
the
you
spell
is
on
120.
scroll, so I can't tell top of my head.
yeah. So 120 versus 160. If you moved up 30, the first one would still only be 90.
Okay.
So maybe not this turn.
Okay, that's fine then. I'll look at the guy with the great axe and cast with the one psychic lance.
Okay.
I need intellect save from him.
Intellect save.
DC's 15.
He made a 12.
Alright.
Oh, nice.
So for that means he is incapacitated till the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And then he takes 76 psychic damage.
The roll that beautiful damage.
18.
Okay. Not
Low
crazy. Not crazy.
Low roll.
You see he takes this. His whole body seizes. He clutches his head. His axe drops to the ground. And the other guy is freaking out a little bit, closing the distance. Another good jaunt and drawing his bow again. That's a natural 20. That's going to be 42 points of piercing damage.
I'm down.
As you drop, your body starts to slide down the mountain. And as your concentration of the spells up completely, I need you to make a death saving throw.
The tower.
All right. And you aren't sure what they're doing. I need you to roll another death saving throw. All right. Another. Yeah, Keep going.
That. Oh! It's
So-
a good day to be Augur on.
So as you are clutching the ground in pain, your breath comes back to you. You sit up, and they had slowed their speed and were not dashing towards you this entire time, still recovering from the pains that they had gotten, thinking you were completely quelled and out of the fight for good. They recognize that you've sat up. It's your turn. They are both 60 feet away. You're at 1 HP.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough situation to be in. Let's see.
I gave you good berries, right?
You did.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a lot, though, isn't
No,
it?
it's
I am going to bonus action drink another potion.
Okay.
Since that's the last potion I have from your end.
Okay.
4, 3, so 9.
It's pretty solid.
That is pretty solid. And then I'm going to cast invisibility.
Okay.
And I'm going to run 60 feet away. Well, 30 feet away, because I can't dash.
Yeah. So you get up from prone. You use half your movement speed.
That's okay.
And now you start to move. You get 15 feet away from them further. So now you're 75 feet away. Invisible. And moving towards the closest trees. Anything to break the line of sight down this hill. And they are quickly moving up. The one pulls out another large arrow. Pulls back on this great bow. 14.
Nope.
Glancing off and slamming into the terrain past you. The other one is and just seething full of rage, running down the hill, trying to close the distance. And you see, as he runs this distance and dashes, he is within 10 feet of your location. He is full on just bounding down the hill, but that's all he can do. It's back to you.
So if I were to go invisible, this arrow guy would see me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there like a tree or something I can get behind so I can kind of hide?
Yeah, so nearest tree, easily within 30 feet. Yeah, no problem. You could try to get behind one.
I'm just going to break line of sight real quick on them. Mostly on the arrow guy. And then, I guess suggestion wouldn't work here. That's fine. Yeah, I guess it's more of like a I have to keep fighting situation. All right, I'm gonna cast a 4th level Cure Wounds myself.
Okay. So with that, your invisibility drops because that's a spell.
Yep.
Check.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works.
Because it's not just any attack; it's any spell cast.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as you break line of sight, drop this big heal into yourself.
Because I don't know if it counts if you affect yourself or another creature.
Let me just touch this.
Yeah, of course, take your time.
If I remember correctly, it's makes an attack or casts a spell.
I think so. I'm just wanting to double check because this could be in a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
The target is wearing...
Already making me killing giants.
Yeah, yep. You cast a spell, so it's gone.
That's fine.
But how much do you heal?
I did 25.
All right. So feeling yourself pumped full of some semblance of life again, you feel the wounds returning, and the arrow plops out of your side and drops to the ground. There's a little bit of blood, and you've broken the line of sight on the guy with the arrow. As you have full cover there, he can't get you. This is a massive tree, and so he's closing the distance. The other one with the axe is able to run right around the tree, and he's going for the head. That is using a reckless attack. That is a 20 to hit.
Dang, he still hits. Roll a 1 both those times.
So sad.
Gross.
That's going to be 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Cuts into you. One more attack. That is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
That is going to be not that bad. 13.
Cool.
Not that bad. It says the same number as the last attack.
If it looked a lot less worse. So, my brain had already forgotten the other roll.
It's
As
fine. You definitely
cuts.
don't have so many things going on.
Straight into you. The blood is pouring out, and you just... There's not too many options left. What are you doing?
Well, you had a rod of rulership.
Okay, we give it back to you.
Did we though? Oh, we did.
Yeah, I don't have it. That's okay.
I don't think we ever took the stuff
As-
of healing from you.
I have it. So.
As all the memories are flooding you of all your decisions that have led you to this moment, and what the last possible moments for Robron look like, how do you want to go out? Running? Fighting?
Fireball yourself. Oh, I'm tempted. You don't know how tempted I am.
It is possible to line them up if you needed to.
Oh, could I?
Yeah. Because they're just trying to zero in on your location. That guy's between you, so you could just pivot around him.
Yeah, I'll do that real quick. Well, why not? Lightning bolt.
So as you pull out the scroll and fire this off down the way, hitting both of them, one fails, one succeeds.
I see.
I believe it is 8d6.
It is, yeah. I'm just gonna roll my fireball damage. 41 damage.
That's a good roll.
The archer falls. The one with the axe clutching his side. A good chunk knocked out of him. Drops to one knee. Picks back up. Wipes his nose. Grabs his axe.
Oh, I'm gonna bonus action real quick.
Okay.
Geyser. That strength save.
Oh, strength.
Is it a bonus action?
Is a bonus action.
Okay. With the strength save, that's a 12.
That's a fail.
It's a fail.
He gets pushed 15 feet back and falls prone. He takes a D4 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Roll it.
3.
As he plummets back across, you see his head crack against a rock. He twitches. And it looks like he's going to move and get up, and then he just falls.
What?
Slack.
There's no way you went out like that.
I'm gonna go confirm my kills real quick.
So you go over to each one of them. Very harrowing experience. Massive arrows abound. You make sure to slit the throats.
I'll just stab him in the head with the rapier. Screw some finesse. Who cares?
And, yeah. So one has this massive bow on him. It looks like you need quite the strength to be able to pull this back. These creatures are about 8 feet tall. They're not quite giants, but they are larger than a normal creature your size.
Is there anything I could roll try to recognize what they are?
Roll a nature check. You may have never come across them before.
10.
I'm afraid not. I'm not sure. They have gray skin, very pale,
Furbolgs.
seem to be mountainous type folk, and some kind of related to giant kin in a way. But they have a beastie constitution and strength that you could see revealed in their fighting. But you failed them.
I'm gonna take their rations and any good items they have that I might want to steal off these dead corpses.
As you pull through their items here, roll an investigation check.
Hoorah. That is a 11.
11. As you rifle through, they have a little bit of like goods on them. They have a few gems on them.
Ooh, I like gems!
They are rubies. There are 4 of them. They seem to be probably worth about 50 gold pieces per. And you find 1 potion of greater healing. And their weapons themselves looks to be the most valuable things they had with them. One is a massive great axe that seems too large for you to wield. And same thing for the great bow.
Well, looks like this is your final resting place item because I'm not carrying you all the way back to the CTHG.
So, as you have those underway, what do you do?
I'm going to blow another 4 charges out of the thing and heal myself again because I'm really, really hurting over here. I'm at 9 HP.
Yeah.
Close one.
Oh, yeah. Believe me. I had 2 fails on the thing.
Yeah.
That was rough. That was really scary.
I was watching. I was like, "Is it? Is it?" As
All right, hit for 23.
with that, you gather yourself, heal yourself a little bit. You're still a ways away from where you want to go.
No kidding.
What do you do?
Gonna keep heading that way. I don't know what else I can do right now.
All right. So as you're traveling down, make another survival check.
Right. That is a 20.
20. You start pushing through the forest and the underfoliage and stuff, and next thing you know, you've descended the mountain and pushed through, and it's starting to befall dark, and getting into more of a forest region and moving closer and closer to that southern direction. I'm not sure how long it'll take you, but you're well on your way and making ground in that direction. And as you're doing so, you hear a small voice from up in the tree. Where are you going?
Back in the central trading hub.
Where are you coming from?
Around. I got a little lost.
Well, you don't look so good.
Well, I've not been better. I got jumped on the way here, but it's been good.
You got jumped?
Yeah, no kidding. It's
Yikes.
rough.
What? You must be a good fighter.
Eh.
I take you for a fighter. You got a nice instrument there.
Thank you. I'm pretty good with it too.
You play me something?
Yeah, why not? Sure. I got nothing better to do right now.
And descending out of the treetops, out of view completely, stepping down is about a 1 foot tall, little brown, like wood sprite of some sort. That is, got little wings, and flies down out of the tree, and it stays about 15 feet above you or so.
I'll run his guts now, guys.
Are you a fairy or something?
Oh, no. Ugh. I wouldn't associate myself as a fairy. Never.
What are you?
It's fine. You don't need to know that.
Okay, I won't tell you what I am because that is a 27 on the loot playing.
What would it be? I'll tell you anything you want to know. This. I'm entranced with you. You are amazing. I just have to say, how'd you get here?
It's a long story. It's a really long story. I really don't feel like telling it because it's made me pretty pissed.
Oh, well, I'm a good listener, and I've got time. And if you play a song, I'll do whatever you want. You got a place to stay?
Pause, that sounds weird. No, I also don't have a place to stay. Basically, an evil creature killed my whole family. I'm trying to get revenge. And I'm on a journey of self-exploration.
That's a good name for it. I mean, would you say this is your... I'm thinking of a fancy word. It's got to be like one that exemplifies all the things you just said. I just can't put my finger on it.
It's okay, I'm not too good with words either. I'm not trying to eat a booty, I'm pretty good with them.
Well, just like a rebirth period or coming of age,
I am only 20. However,
midlife crisis.
20? I don't know that.
I'm only 20.
I know that.
Midlife crisis.
Yeah, us
In
dragon kids don't live too long.
in my age, that would be like, formative years.
Yeah. My life's a whole shit show, so I'm trying to kind of fix it.
Mm. Well, why are you traveling alone?
You see, so like I said, lost my family. Kind of got a new one now. But I need some time away. Because as much as I love them, damn, I do not need to be around them right now when I'm pissed off like this.
Mm.
I don't want to lash out on them. More than I already did, so. They know I'll be back, though.
I guess that's fair. And he starts to ask you more questions about who killed your family. Where are you running from? What's their name? How much do you want to review?
I'm not going to tell them much. I'm just going to mostly keep it generic to big monster killed my family.
I hate bullies.
Me too.
Yeah, I'll do anything to help overpower them, make them have a bad time.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Tired.
Well, I have a nice place you could stay.
You know, I'm not going to say no to that.
All right.
I'm pretty trusting of people. Why not?
Yeah. Well, I'll let you meet my family too.
Whoa, we're moving pretty fast here. I'm just messing with you.
Well,
Roll insight on them.
we're pretty much just walking. We're not moving very fast at all.
I like this guy. Elwood in my head, I like this guy. He's cool. I'm gonna roll insight on him because this is like really weird.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 6. He's cool.
This little tiny guy is, just about 1 foot tall, dark brown skin, very slim build, pointed ears, big hair. Maybe gives him a little bit more height. Got very leafy like clothing and such. And he starts guiding you towards his home, place to rest for the night. As we jump back to you guys, all around a fire, and Cedric is about 10, 15 feet away, in his own thoughts and in his own world. But it's all in y'all's hands, as y'all are getting ready for a long rest and what to do next.
Should we be concerned with how much you told him, Teshin?
No, I wouldn't be concerned. I told him enough, but not very much. More cryptic than anything. He trusts us now, though, so that's what matters.
All right. It's not as reassuring as I would have hoped for, but given the circumstances, my hopes were not very high.
Sort of got shoved into a corner on this one. Not much choice. He is the start of my entire lineage, so if something happens to him,
That's fair.
I essentially told him I couldn't tell him anything, because if you're reading a book, you don't want to start reading from the end and know how it all ends. You want to go through the journey of it. And that seemed to be enough for him. Well, I should say, that has to be enough for him. So.
A very apt metaphor.
I like to play devil's advocate, as Ronnie speaks up. As seems like he's It's doing it a lot over there. Yeah. Should we be concerned?
I wouldn't be. Were you reading my lips during that conversation?
No.
Okay, good.
I can do that.
You're
Yeah,
observant.
Like half of your feet.
Oh. Forgot about that.
Anyway, more power to you.
Yeah.
Read my lips.
I want to know if Elwyn's hiding anything from us.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll insight.
You can roll persuasion or deception. Just to let me know the total, not which you rolled.
It's not cocked enough to reroll, which sucks for me. 13.
13.
I'll re-roll it because that sucked. Natural 1.
Time is not on your side.
Let me see. Do I take the higher of the two? It was only like a 9, so either way I fail. But how badly did I fail? The target must use the result of the second roll. Yeah, so
Pretty bad.
pretty badly. Yeah.
So you basically would probably fold a little bit under his speculation. Be like, but how much did you say? What did you say? Because I guess, is there how much information are you holding back that you haven't told him?
The only things that I haven't told him were that I knew what the amulet was, and then I told him my name. And that's pretty much everything, I think. Otherwise,
Right.
yeah.
So you'd read that he didn't, and that there's something more. You could press him about it.
That's a later conversation. Maybe don't make a big deal of it. Last time I did that, it didn't end well.
Maybe don't charm person me again.
Yeah. Aaron, is now a good time to talk about
Aria? Steve, right?
Yeah.
Nailed Teshin, though.
You wishing.
As Tobias speaks up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Your name is very close to his.
Sandal, you're awfully quiet over there. Are you okay?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Did you need something?
No, that is his name.
Is it?
Yes. You're from Warframe.
Nice.
The only human in Warframe. You're sick.
Is now a good time to talk about the circumstances of you having another name besides your real name that we don't know about?
It's pretty simple. I mean, how far away is that other guy?
Like 15, 20 feet. And he seems like locked into himself. Like
Okay.
he doesn't focus,
So I'll
not focused on y'all at all.
Okay. I'll still
And you
talk
don't think that he
quietly.
would overhear you.
Okay. So you have the Fae have their true name that they don't tell anybody. And then I have the name my parents called me. And then when I decided to be an elf, that's where I got that name. That's my elf name. So 3. And now we have 4. Pretty simple.
Good. Just making sure that there's no other reasons that we should be concerned. People following you, things of that nature.
No, not very many people know the name my parents called me by, and no one knows my true name other than my parents, so I don't know if that'll be something where I eventually go by that name or not. I'm still pretty attached to the elf one. Not as good as Sandal over here, running to be yourself. So.
You know, sometimes I get you in more trouble than it's actually worth.
But there's no reason I haven't told y'all that name. I just, now that everyone knows that I'm Fae. I don't know. It's not really important.
That's fine. Just being paranoid.
Well, what's next? Just further south? Cedric come with us?
He has to. He's not going to survive out here by himself.
Yeah. And do we have a better plan for getting in? Are we sneaking? Are we trying to talk our way through? Trying to barter?
We could possibly bribe. With the way inflation works, we probably have more money than ever before. 200 years of inflation. Sandal, I don't know if you'd be willing or not, but I think that an apology to Cedric could go a long way in helping his trust on us.
I don't feel like I really did anything wrong, though.
You basically punched him in the face with a spell.
Just a little bit.
That's kind of like an everyday thing.
Typically not on people that we are trying to ally with.
Or
Is
children.
Cedric sitting like? Is he in earshot of this
20
conversation?
something. If y'all speak up loud enough, like, and try to call him over, yes. But y'all talking in y'all's hushed tones around the fire crackling and the sounds of the forest, yeah.
Okay, I'll roll my eyes and then walk over to where Cedric is and sit down.
This was a big win for me.
As Cedric is there looking at this crest scrawled in the ground, he barely even notices you approach. And as you sit down, he seems to kind of like snap out of it, and he kind of looks over and he's like, "What do you want?"
Sorry I casted a spell on you.
Well, not forgiven? That's not cool.
Do you know how you say you wish you had your family? And they probably would mean a lot to you. Well, this is my family, and protecting them is important. So, I tend to overreact. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I won't
It
cast
makes-
any more spells on you tonight, if that makes you feel better.
You feel like you're honest, and that makes more sense where you're coming from. Still wasn't cool. And maybe you can do me a favor.
Make your ask.
Um,
Listen to what they're saying, please. Make your ask.
what can you what can you tell me about his pendant thing?
Exactly nothing.
So he doesn't know anything about it?
I don't know what kind of conversation you had with him, but hopefully it was enough for you to know that I really can't tell you anything. It's probably better for you and me, and them.
Okay.
But I will not cast any more spells on you.
Fair. Okay.
Good boy. Get up and walk back over to the fire.
And you see, like, there's still, like, his brain's churning in there. Like, he's thinking over everything. You see he's just so locked down with what's been dropped on him, and his brain is going over every piece of information. And just where his mind's going, he's locked in on this amulet. He doesn't know anything about it. And he's looking at his, and he's clutching it. And you walk off. And next thing you know, everybody's joined back at the fire. And
Before I
the kid
get all the way back, I'll kind of like hesitate, and then I'll look back and say, you know, even if you did know, wouldn't that kind of ruin the journey? Don't you want to find out yourself? Shortcuts usually end badly. Ask me, I know.
But is it a shortcut? cut if it's
Definitely.
meant to be this way.
If you always think that way, you will be paralyzed in a thought prison forever.
Or opposite. I'm free
Exactly.
by
You need to shut it down. Be 9 or however old you are.
I was just saying, how old is this
I'm
kid?
not that young.
Like 16.
Yeah, about
Oh,
16.
okay.
And he doesn't look very like large or imposing in size. He's got a nice hat and other things like kind of like
How nice.
scholar. It's pretty nice.
I didn't say anything about stealing. I only said spells.
I told him I instantly looked over and said, I know.
But you can see he's just turning over everything. You don't want to talk to me. You don't want to give me any time of day. I understand.
I think in time you will look back and realize that it's actually for your best interest as well as ours. But I understand you cannot see that now. I could not see many things. I still don't understand everything or much. But what I do know is that most lessons you only learn after it's most convenient. Things never happen in the time you want them to. They happen when they happen.
I see. The present marches forth at a unhalting and surprising way. And the past sets to explain why.
Someone needs to buy you a toy. Come sit by the fire.
Not just a kid.
I would not be so rushed to grow up.
That's what they all say.
And you can see him grappling with everything. He's like, I'll sit over here.
Don't say I don't want to spend time with you if you won't come sit with us. And I'll pout and walk back over.
Yes.
And you can see him still grappled with thoughts and ideas.
Pull
And
your hat off, just eyes get really big.
and he's focused on the sigil. He's kind of pouring over thoughts in his brain. And we jump back over to you.
Hi.
As it is now starting to have a pretty heavy rainfall that starts to come around in this jungle wood area, just this crescendo of rain pouring off of everything. As he goes, not too much farther, just up the way. Watch your head, duck.
I will.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna squeeze around this boulder here. Okay, you may have to crawl through here.
That's okay.
And there's like some boulders and some vines going down. And as you like tuck and crawl through this space, it opens up into this little grove. It's a little tiny space.
This
And
is
you
nice.
see about 16, 17 similar like creatures like him. About 4 the same size and the rest smaller. As you hear little gleeful sounds. Do you speak Sylvan?
I might. That's one of the ones I don't know if I speak off the top of my head. One sec. I had it here somewhere. Where the heck is it?
It's under proficiencies and training.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, actually do.
Oh!
Celestial and Sylvan are my 2 extra languages.
That's pretty great. So you hear the little voices so faint, so high pitched, so chipper. Going, Dad! Yeah, you're home! Yeah! And they're all running up and like grabbing him, and as they're like, oh, who is this? What is this guy? He's so big! Oh my gosh, he's got a can he play us something? And all of their little voices in like a chorus around you, and different phrases being thrown out, as their dad seems to go, "It's okay. He's not going to hurt anybody. He could probably play you some. Everybody relax."
You got all my kids, man.
Yeah, We have fun.
I can tell, man. Jesus. Poor wife.
These are my wives. All three of them over here. Come.
Oh, I see. Okay. That makes more sense. Your poor wives.
They're not poor. We're rich.
Me too.
Good.
You're welcome.
From you.
Could you play something for them?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna enhance building my charisma real quick. Okay. I'm getting better at this. Good thing I did. That is a 22.
I swear he's better.
I heard that again.
As you are playing all this music and stuff like that, and they're all messing around and such, they're starting to try to rummage through some of your stuff, the little ones. Do you let them, or do you try to shoo them away?
See if I have anything interesting I can give them to get them to screw off. Let's see. I will give them my hat from MacGuffins, the propeller hat. Here you go.
Oh, yay!
It's like.
It works!
You're welcome to keep it.
And they're all running around, and they're like, no, my turn. And about a 2-foot large, massive frog bounds into the grove and spits out 4 or 5 of these little guys. Tumbled out onto the ground, and they're like, and they're all messing around, and they start climbing all over this giant frog. And the parents, one of them comes over and just gruffles the ear behind, like basically right here around the frog and all this stuff. It's like a pet of theirs or something.
Okay. I like the father. I never got your name, by the way.
You can call me Zeb.
Zeb. Okay. I'm Velcoron. Pleasure to actually finally exchange names.
Wonderful.
What are you?
Oh.
I've got to ask.
We
I'm
are-
so curious.
We are Azizas.
I have no idea what that is.
It's okay. What are you?
A dragonborn?
Never seen one of you.
Yeah.
You have but a wonderful skill with music.
Thank you. Been playing this thing for a few months.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
It's like it's matched with your very soul.
I mean, it kind of is. My dad and my dad's dad and my dad's dad also used it, so.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, where you going?
Well, I was gonna go to Central Trading Hub to kind of just join the guard or something, or I had a way more fun option. Well, not fun for me physically, but fun for me afterwards. I was gonna seek out the Order of Vengeance.
Ooh. An order. I don't really deal with much of that or know much about it, but it sounds fancy. Just you being all alone out here, I don't know if you'll make it.
Maybe not.
You said you had a group you were scared of hurting.
Yeah.
Don't you think by leaving them you're hurting them too?
Probably. Probably more than I think.
Well, family's everything. And it sounds like you've got one, and you're choosing to leave it behind.
Well, I'm coming back. They know that.
I hope you make it back.
Me too.
And as he's looking over all of them playing and all this stuff like that, and running around and jumping on the frog, and the frog jumping everywhere, and they're going nuts and having fun, and you're just playing a few bits of music in the background and such. They start to prepare some food for you and such. It's like, what do you like?
Well, I'll eat just about anything. I've eaten rats before, so I don't really care. Anything sounds good to me.
Prefer meats?
Meat would be great.
All right. Are you against any of the shroom folk?
They're shroom folk.
Yes.
Well, I'm not against them, so it sounds fine to me.
Okay. We could go hunt some.
I got a few fireballs in me.
Okay. Well, let's do it.
But I go commit mass genocide on shrooms.
As he's like, I think I know a good place for them and where they might be at. Come on.
I feel like this guy's baiting me and just killing his neighbors. Roll insight on this fella. That's a 19.
19.
Does he just want me to kill his neighbors?
It doesn't seem like he has any attachment to these people
Oh, okay.
or vendetta. He just thinks they're delicious. It's like, they really just pop in your mouth and just, it's a good. We only need one to feed everybody.
Oh, dang, okay, yeah, sure, sounds good to me.
We just gotta pick off one of the ones away from everybody. Alright, let's do this. And he like starts to like pull like his like leaf cap over his head into like this little visor like mask and starts walking very shh. And off you guys go. So we go back to y'all. How are you guys setting up for the night? What does that look like for y'all? Y'all have more that you want to discuss before a long rest and watches?
I was just gonna say I appreciate.
It is raining also.
Yeah, I appreciate you going and talking to him.
Well, don't ask me to apologize anymore, though. Don't like it. Please.
Sure.
By the lion's mane, you've done it. You made him say sorry.
Is that?
I didn't have a good voice for him, so that's Ronnie's.
It's
Toby.
Tobias.
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 Going in my book.
But you see what I did there at the lion's mane?
Yeah, hilarious.
I quite like it.
The joke or the mane?
The main.
Oh, thanks.
But you're starting to look like a wet dog.
Don't ever call me a dog.
It's raining. I guess
think
get in the
it's
hut.
bedtime.
Get in the hut. So, you guys all crowd in the hut. And soon, after a decent amount of time of stewing outside and in the pouring rain, Cedric starts to come up to the hut. And he goes to, like, knock. Is it solid or can he pass through?
No, you can pass through.
All right, so I said... And
I'll
starts
grab
to...
his hand.
It's nice in here.
I can make it literally any temperature, any ambiance.
What?
At will.
You can freeze us to death?
I mean, you maybe, because you're rather wet right now. You'd freeze before the rest of us.
Why would you say that like that?
It's a joke. I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at those.
I thought it was great. I got it.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
Thank you, Teshin. I'm trying to get better at them, but
You should work
told
on-
I'm not very good.
You should work on the
Fucking
delivery
neat.
of that or something. I mean, it's the tusk. They're very menacing. Like,
That's fair.
maybe it'd be like better if they have like more of a position of love, like tusk love or something.
Wow.
I will experience some touch a lot later in life, I'm sure.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
My part locks it.
Did I say something? Did I say something wrong?
It's
Just
just
of all run past. I'm haunting you now.
Oh my
it's
god.
just a little culturally insensitive, but you didn't mean it. It's fine.
Best not to make slurs.
Oh, it wasn't familiar that it was. I'm I'm sorry.
You've majorly offended him.
I do apologize.
Thank you. The apology is very appreciated. It's all right. It's just a little taboo. And I'm not going to explain why.
Judah just messaged me and said, "I don't do puns, Zach." My bad.
That's great.
So, Cedric is trying to, little bit by little bit, get to know some of you, and it's like, well, what else am I to know about not saying about any one of your peoples? Don't call him a dog?
Yes, Sandy's people don't like being referred to anywhere
That seems
remotely close to
pretty
dogs.
on the nose.
Is it? Someone really needs to get this kid a toy.
I'm not a kid.
How old were you again?
Just turned 16.
Wonderful.
Teens.
Yes. I am not.
What's your name again?
Aria?
Oh, Arya. She kind of saddles in closer to Arya. 'Cause, you seem friendlier than everybody else. Like you won't kill me.
Thank you.
I'm not considered very grown amongst my people, but I am far older than most of the rest of the group, especially you.
Oh, who's the youngest?
I think
Me at this point, right? Or you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, it'd be you.
Cool.
Also 20.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
yeah,
so
My
wait,
face.
all three of y'all are 20. Yes. It's like, so y'all are just not that many years above me.
not in age, but in everything else.
Life
We are much
experience.
older.
I mean, you don't know what I've done.
Technically, I
Things
guess
I've seen.
we're 220 years old.
Negative.
Yeah.
You're at negative 180 years old right now.
Oh yeah. Damn it.
So technically you are young.
Wait, he's the oldest person here.
Actually,
Actually,
you might. How old are you, Elaine?
70.
Oh, okay.
this kid is
you're
our
the
elder. Benjamin Butler.
As
I feel like we none of us said that out loud. We all just looked at each other
Yeah.
with the common realization. Not a word.
as once everybody gets a full night's rest and gets their spells back able to be used and such, is any of you able to teleport?
Yeah.
That would be wonderful. Unfortunately, no.
I'm restrained to short distances at this point.
I do know the teleportation circle spell, but I don't know of any circles to use.
Interesting.
Well,
That is a problem. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way then. Walking.
I mean,
Yes.
do you know any that would be of use?
What do we know?
I mean, if the library had one, I probably would know, but I'm not trying to share that with him because I'm not trying to explain why I know the library's teleportation circle.
I thought it did. It'd be so funny to try
I was
using
gonna say, our ship doesn't
We
exist
just they
yet.
all just teleport to a tree.
I love it.
It's like, well, I've been learning a lot, and figuring out a lot of magics and things, and so I just, with you being older, I thought you guys were farther along on that.
I'm a little familiar with the Grand Library in the Central Trading Hub. They might have one. But I also don't know if that would be open to public use on a whim like that. But it may be something worth looking into when we get to the central trading hub.
You use a wizard book, right?
Yes, I can.
No, like you do, or you
I-
can.
I do.
Would you be okay with me reading any of your spells?
That's quite private.
Hey, maybe I could show you some of mine.
Sure, why not?
Compare, learn something.
Possibly. I'll have my boat kind of starts glowing and levitating and comes out of my coat, and I grab it and I'll hand it over. Alright, let's see what you have.
And you start peering through his, and it looks inherited.
Mm-hmm.
And that maybe he got it off somebody else, or maybe it was given to him. But it's pretty decent in size, and it has spells up to 7th level in it. And as you're like peering through all this, you're now sizing this kid up down a little bit more. Like,
Can you cast all these?
no.
Where'd you get this?
But I've been learning, and it's been helpful. So,
What's the highest one that you can cast?
on the teleportation circle?
Oh, so 5.
yeah.
Okay.
So I've been working on it, and I've had it for a few years now, and I've had some mishaps and things that have happened when I'm trying to do something I shouldn't, and
Been there.
but sometimes they go sideways and sometimes they work out, and he's poring over some of yours as well, kind of getting lost in thought on some of it. You could try to copy some spells if you have the ability to, or use cost.
It's just gonna take a lot of time.
That's true. So if y'all are traveling together more,
Yeah, so over the nights, I'll spend some time doing it. But
I was like, all right, well, I'd be interested in copying a few of yours too.
sure,
Expand it over, make it larger.
we'll do some trading. Sounds good.
Cool.
I'll hand this book back.
All right. And with that, what does the rest of y'all's night look like?
Cedric, what's one of the wildest mishaps you've experienced?
Well, I was trying to go ahead of what I was capable of, and I tried to use plane shift, and I had a makeshift material cost for it. I felt would be equivocal, and it messed up, and ended up here in the Giant District. And that's been the past few months, because I was very far in the district, and I've had some mishaps and travels through there, and I've been captive and freed and escaped and almost eaten, and here we are. Definitely the worst.
Sounds like a wild ride.
Yeah.
I don't know how much Teshin told you about our journey up to this point. We're, sadly,
Just that he killed my parents. No.
sadly, we can't tell you a lot of details about where we're going or exactly what we're doing, but we've had quite a journey ourselves. Some crazy highs and some
Well, tell me about him.
desperate lows. One of our first missions together, We encountered some very strange, large, lizard-like creatures. One of them, in particular, was of some immense magical power. Still, I don't understand how it worked, how it gained said power. But one of its kind came very close to killing a couple of our party members, and it ended up saving our lives in a way.
That's all very cryptic and awful. What were these things?
I don't know if you've ever heard of dinosaurs.
They're real.
You want to see one? I'll take about 10 steps back, and I'll turn and do the one that's the Stegosaurus one, like on 4 legs. That's the biggest one I have.
Okay.
That's a huge creature.
He's like, whoa! Those exist? This is a prank. It's a really good prank. Why'd you call them lizards? Are they lizards? Are you a lizard?
Reptile. Some of them are reptile-esque. It's one of the closest equations I can make to people who are not familiar with dinosaurs.
Interesting. Does one have power?
Very strange. It seemed to be one of a kind. Had magical abilities. It also spoke.
A talking dinosaur? Was it purple?
What color was Gojo?
Blue, right?
No, he's green.
Oh,
Okay.
I know our reference. Don't worry.
I also understood the reference. I just wanted to make sure.
Go to the party.
Yeah.
No, this one was not purple. He was green.
Well, is that one thing?
Okay. Well, this is crazy. You guys continue to talk about different escapades and things. And you imagine there's not much stories will do to mess up anything with the timeline. It's just events that happened past his lifetime, you know. And not really a way to have influence over such. But expanding, and you can see that he's very quizzical.
Specifically avoiding the Hag's Coven if we can. That seems like a lot.
But you guys talk over different things, and soon, coming to later in the night, where you guys got to choose to rest or take exhaustion.
I think we're rested.
Resting.
Rest.
So, you guys all in the hut, conk out for the night.
I'm gonna wake up just like a little bit early. Do you want to say something?
I was just gonna say I only have to sleep 4 hours, so I can. If we're gonna do watches, I can do 2 of them.
Okay.
You do the last two, first two.
I guess I'll do the first 2.
That's the last one. I'm gonna wake up a little bit early and go up to Cedric and kind of like wake him up and just be like quiet, and then lead him out of the tent, and then pull out my amulet and like let's work on this a little bit while we have some time.
Okay, cool. All right. So, as the first watch and time goes by, you can see Cedric is hesitant to fall asleep, and he's watching everybody and seeing if they're comfortable and stuff. And you see at one point he's eyeing the pack of Barias and trying to kind of looking over his stuff. And then he's like looking around, and he makes eye contact with you, and he's like looking back away, and he's like going back down and just going to sleep. And make a perception check. Over the 2 watches you have, we could just
Let
do
him eat the drugs.
Oh yeah. That's an 11.
11. All right. Everything seems pretty fine.
Start young.
And we kick over to you.
If I give him one,
As,
that one's gonna just weird change, and it'll just have like meth mouth, and it'll just be like.
He's doing the fat fold.
As you guys go off, I need you to make a survival check as you're trying to help him hunt. 13. He's like, I know they're over here somewhere. We can find him. Don't worry. And so off you guys go, and it's raining, and it's kind of covering any kind of sound and tracks. You feel pretty stealthful and such. And it probably takes a better part of 2 hours on your little hunt before you guys finally find some, spring out, and get one of these guys only about a half a foot tall. And the others spring off and run, and he's like, we got it! Yeah! And slowly starts taking you back to where you guys are at. You guys get some grub, eat. It's delicious. It's wonderful. It's way better than rats. And this strange amount of creatures in this forest. It just feels so out of place, so strange. And have some food, and they're all bedding down for the night.
What did he say he was again?
He said he was a Ziza.
Nick has sending to Elwin. I just met a Ziza. Do you have any idea what that is?
This would be like waking you up.
I'm with his whole family. He has 3 wives. That's the end of the sentence.
Okay.
That's 3 more than you'll be able to get. 23 nature.
You've heard of Naziza. They are a tiny fey creature. And
Too bad you don't
he
know.
doesn't understand why they would be here of all places.
You've used about half of your message to insult Alvaron.
Full send.
Do I know if they're like normal fae, just kind of chaotic in nature? Not very
Chaotic good.
Okay.
9 words to be specific you used.
They're tiny fae, generally good. I wouldn't worry too much about them. Don't know why they're here. Miss you.
You do.
You got don't know why there. And then it ended.
Okay.
I'm gonna have at least triple your wives. Just to say I'm better than you. Mr. Got us stuck in the past. I'm gonna keep eating this weird shroom creature now. Bye-bye.
Fuck off, don't get high.
Well, I'm just kidding. Do you chill out with these guys?
Yeah, I'll sleep here if they're gonna let me.
Chill.
Also finished what I have in the message. We're heading to Central Trading Hub. We're in the forest.
Oh, no, wait, me too.
But you don't say that back yet, right?
Nope.
Okay. So,
I'm out of spell slots.
the end of the day comes, and you have your long rest. You wake him up early. You guys spend efforts on trying to show this pendant.
Yeah.
Roll a d100.
Okay. I kind of like try to show him what I know, what I've done in the past. Yeah. So.
Are we taking 4 watches or just 3? Okay.
30.
Going back in time.
32.
Before this,
Okay.
when he's done, because I was going to take 3rd watch and wake him up so we
Okay.
could have a conversation.
Okay.
32.
Wake who up?
Teshin.
He won't be able to get a long rest if you do.
I don't know that he's trying to
True.
get Cedric time in early,
True.
so
All right. You go to rouse him.
Wait, you said you're taking the 4th watch? Or
I
you
was
just
taking.
said you're
I said I was
waking up
taking.
early?
I was taking the last watch.
Yeah. So he can
Which
wake up
would
early.
then work into early.
Yeah, being up 2 hours earlier than normal.
Yeah.
Right.
so if I take 3rd watch, I can wake him first for
Yeah.
conversation.
Then it'd be fine.
I know you're trying to rest, so I'll try to keep this short. But I didn't want to make a big deal of this in front of the rest of the group. What else did you tell Cedric?
Other than what I've already told you, that I've told him. Basically what the dragon said about the amulet being the key. So not to lose it, and that he could trust us because we are related.
All right. Playing very closely with affecting the timeline in very large ways.
Yeah, but if you can understand, that was what tipped it over from him running away and getting himself killed and him staying with us. He did not seem amenable to any other kind of discussion, and he was extremely hostile and untrustworthy of us, which he should very well be, considering the circumstances, so I was left with really no alternative. I tried to channel my inner time dragon, but essentially I told him what I thought was okay, and any further information will only be learned together from this onward, going forward. Anything that I would know in the future, it stays there.
I appreciate your honesty and your caution in speaking with him. The skepticism and the distrust of new people seems to be a family trait.
Renee, you're one to talk.
It takes one to know. All right.
I think we're on a good track. I don't think I've said anything that would screw anything up. I've given him a name, and that's really the extent of it, which we would have used anyway. So, that's all.
That's fair.
I don't know much about my family's history and how he actually came to found. Yeah, so there's nothing that I would be able to really tell him that could screw up anything anyway. Not very much anyways.
Good to know.
So, I think we're safe.
It seems for now you've tipped the scales in a good direction.
I think so. I gave him the metaphor of... I showed him the chronal shift. So, affecting time in short bursts doesn't have a large impact on the grand scheme of things. But time traveling back 200 years, that could have a big difference. So you have to be careful what we do. And then, throwing a pebble into the lake is a small ripple, but throw a mountain into a lake, and there goes the lake.
Very true. All right, well, we should all get rest.
Indeed.
So,
I'm gonna wake up a little bit early with him and see if we can help each other on the way of figuring out this amulet, and it may be a way for us to get home. So, we'll see what he has to offer.
don't strain yourself too much in the process.
I will try not to.
Sometimes the most productive that you can be is getting rest so that you're at full strength.
Yes, Dad.
Took me a long time to learn that lesson. My father had to tell me that many times.
I will take it into consideration for sure. I appreciate it.
So, as the bit of y'all's conversation wraps and you go to teach Cedric, it's about 30 seconds. 30 on your roll. What is it?
32.
32.
Yeah.
So 32 seconds go by and you both explode. No.
I didn't realize.
That's why you never touch.
You can't cross the streams.
But as you are doing your best to kind of show them what you know and everything like that, you are in a deep sleep.
Oh God.
Make a wisdom saving throw. Hey. We're gonna go take a break. And when we get back, we'll be jumping right into what's happening to you. So, we're going to take 10-15 minutes, and then we will be right back in a jiff. Thank you guys for watching so far. And yeah, it'll probably be like 9:15 probably or so when we come back. Let's see if I can actually hit the button. I need to change the batteries on this thing, I think.
You're so close.
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
Oh.
It's like
Maybe.
it didn't register. I'm giving up. I'm going to die. All right. We are back. Let me get some music for us here. Aaron, as you are deep in sleep, a vision comes to you. Wake up! It's your parents.
Okay.
They are currently, in this vision, making dinner. And they're putting together a family favorite of theirs. It's a stew. It's very hearty. It's nice and warm. You could just, it feels comforting. It feels like home. The serene little escape that they have made from reality in the home that they have made with a massive telescope as nearly a central point of the living room itself. Something they live around, it's what they just do. And they're currently making dinner and getting ready to sit down and enjoy it. And as the dream progresses further, it's raining there as well. Heavy rain coming all around, a little bit of lightning in the distance. And they pour their bowls, and they go to sit down at the table. And you don't recognize the table. The table is big enough for two. Only 2 chairs, 2 place settings. It isn't the table that you have in a memory. It isn't one that you would be joining in. And you're looking at, in this dream, it feels like, is this your brain telling you this is what they're doing at this time? In this age? And your brain filters over those thoughts. And as you're thinking about that, lightning strikes the house. Shrieks down the telescope, sundering it in place. It ripping across. The table scatters to the side. Both of them are on the ground. Smoke curling up from their bodies as you and you gasp and your eyes flutter open and you see a dark hole. This cave, it's in a forest. And as it seems like that's the only thing that you, in your vision, that you can possibly make out. Just, you look down, you're standing there, you're wearing what you went to sleep in. It just, where's everybody else? You look to your sides, you're standing alone in the woods. And ahead of you is a cave. It seems to be beckoning with its mystery. What do you do?
There's nothing else around.
It's forest, you're all alone.
This will go towards the cave. Slowly.
As you move towards it, you hear a voice. Aaron, you can save us! You recognize it as your mom. And you wake up. You gasp. You eyes flutter and You look around and everyone's asleep in the dome. Except for that guy. He's outside working with Cedric as the sun's starting to come up. As you're racked with thought. For you.
Hi.
You're having some dreams of your own. You are grappling with loss, with hurting those around you, with seeing the worst befall anyone who gets close to you. And these images of your siblings flash through your brain. And then the images of your fellow adventurers, your fellow party members, flash to your brain, the same thing happening to them. And you're wrought with pain, and your chest gets tight, and you feel like you can't breathe. Your whole body's in a full sweat. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Real quick. As a 12.
As you trying to find your breath, you can't find it. You start clutching up, and you can't breathe. Everything's growing dark. This is it. This is the end of Habra. What would be your last words?
I'm sorry, I did do more.
And everything goes to black. And there's a part of you that's like, is it over? Is it a dream? You feel your brain floating in a subconscious sea of black. What would you do?
I'm going to kind of wander aimlessly a little bit and look for some kind of light.
You start to trudge in any direction. Nothing. There's nothing. And you continue. Do you get anxious?
Hell yeah, I do.
Starts to pick up into a bit more speed. Maybe you're not able to catch up to it. And you start running into the distance, into this darkness. You're not sure if you're going to run face first into something of hope for something that's there, and it doesn't seem to be. And you're running. You're getting too tired to keep running. You start to come to a stop. You drop to your knees. You can't see. Your hands in front of you, you can't see, but you feel the ground. It's cold. It's smooth. It's bare. It's void of life. This the end? And you feel yourself fall. As if everything pulled out from under you and a blinding light hits your eyes. And you wake up. You are not in the grove.
Where am I?
Oh, buddy, it's okay. Get some more rest. You need it. You're going through something. You find yourself being carried on a stretcher of leaves through the forest.
What's happening?
Gonna get you some help.
Don't need help.
I know.
Do I feel like he's exhausted still?
Him?
Do I?
You? You don't feel exhausted. You feel like you got a full night's rest. If anything, could sleep more, but you're fully restored.
I'll get off the stretcher.
Wait, hey, we're almost there.
I'll follow you, but you ain't carrying me anymore, man.
Okay. All right. It's not much further up ahead. As they continue to push on forward, it is the daybreak. The sun is gleaming, starting to peek up through some of the woods and forest. And it is a lighter rain now. And it's just pittering, pattering off of the forest and all through here. The sun is coming too, and the bits of birds are chirping through the forest as one of the little ones runs back to and goes, "Oh, you're awake!
I am.
Do you know where we're going?
No idea.
Do you want to know?"
Sure.
And the other one's like, "Shh, no, don't tell him."
No, come on. Tell me.
There's a cave. And I think it will answer your questions.
Okay. Sure. I like caves.
Also, we found your friends.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised we're not farther.
I don't know what happened to them. Got other people with them. You said there was only this many, and there's another little child.
Really?
He's not that little.
Who had a kid? What's the yellow film about? We're cheating over baby.
You have one guess as to who in our party had a kid.
I don't know. It could be a little homunculus will push my head.
As they're carrying through here, you guys start to hear this little smooth little melody of music coming from the forest and wood around you. Little tiny wind instrument tones playing as it seems to envelop y'all's place where you all are at.
That's not ominous.
Are we all awake at this point, or is this still?
Yeah, all of you are waking up.
Do we get anywhere with our amulets?
You guys, as you were best trying to do this, in the practice of focusing and trying to like go back in time or try to do any of the tricks that you've done, nothing. Cool. So.
Swear I could do it earlier. 50% of the time it works 100% of the time.
I guess I'll peek out of the tent and see if I see where this music's coming from.
All right, make a perception check.
If we had 4 watches, the hut's probably gone.
Yeah.
It's
Then I will just look.
probably gone.
Oh my god. That is a 14.
14. It seems to be coming from one side of the forest, but there's no pinpoint direction. It's just that way.
Oberon said something about running into fairies. What was they called again? Damn it.
Aziza.
Azizas. Azazas.
Would I know anything about them?
Nope.
Cool.
So, it could be that. In which case, we follow the music, we follow to where Oberon is. Or we ignore it and go on our own way.
As you guys seem to not have too much of a drastic response to anything, you're just kind of hearing the music and waiting.
Yeah.
Is there any way to recognize what maybe the ethnic origin of the music is?
You could make an intelligence or performance check, maybe, or history. It's a hard one. Maybe I guess that would be insight better. Insight's probably right. It took me a while, but I got there.
He looked confused.
30, 20?
This beard.
Yeah. It seems to be very elf-like. What languages do you speak?
Loxodon, Sylvan, Druidic, Common, Thieves' Cant.
Okay. As you're pondering this, it isn't very much longer before they start coming into view, and they're little tiny little guys, all kind of pushing through some of the brush before revealing Alberon behind them as they're coming into this little area and spreading out, and the little ones are running all around and going all over the place and coming up to you guys and like, hi. Do any of y'all speak Sylvan? You do? You hear what they're saying. For you, it just sounds like little chipper, excited tones.
I'll bend down and like say hello to them and stuff.
Oh, hi. Who are you?
Maria.
Where are you? Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Chip.
Chip. Nice to meet you.
This is Blip.
Blip.
Yep. And this is Quip.
Do you all rhyme?
Yes.
So you've made friends with one of our friends?
Yeah, he's great. We like Obby.
We do too.
They would have not known that name.
Right.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I was like,
We love Val.
There you go.
He's a real pal. As one of the larger ones, it's a full foot tall, is close to Alberon, speaks out in common and goes, hi, all. You may be wondering why we bring him to you, but we were told to gather you all to bring you to a place where you can learn the truth.
That is so suspicious.
Who told you that?
I have no idea what's going on. I woke up on a stretcher.
The great Dokabib.
Every Saturday night is that way, am I right?
Am I right? Oh, I missed.
The great.
Who rolls? Do I recognize the name, and do these creatures seem trustworthy?
Dolkabi.
Dokabib.
Dokabib.
Dolkabi.
Don't recognize this name.
Dokkaebi.
I was not. I was
Not even close.
I had a K.
Dokabib.
And where are you supposed to be taking us?
Oh, it isn't far. It is just a little bit further.
What is it though?
It's a place not of this world.
I rolled bad for history. It's only an 8, but I rolled a 20 total on insight. Do these creatures seem trustworthy?
They seem good intended. They don't have a wick about them that seems to be trickery. It seems to be very invested in wanting to help.
What could you tell us about this Dokabib?
He's very good at discerning the truth, and he has something to share.
With us specifically?
He's took interest in this one, and said that there was he has these visions. He said there was an elf with you.
That's true.
That's her.
That's what I was gathering.
Super true.
That's my favorite not elf. Because elves aren't real.
What?
Don't mind him.
Well, do what you can to not lie in his presence.
Okay. Or lie.
Okay. You come with us?
Sure.
Come on, get on Bokeron's wild ride. It'll be fun.
Let's go.
Lead you guys just a bit further, deeper into the woods. A very dense part of this forest and wood. The rain is ever so lighter, not as heavy downpour as it was the night before, but it's still this steady drip. And it's leading you forward, and it kind of comes into like this little secret little glade, this little grove, this tiny little clearing. And as you guys peek into it, you see the cave from your dream on the other side. It is spitting image identical. But as he leads you all there, he goes, we will have him come out and talk to you.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
And they chipper off away, skittering, walking away. And pretty soon, you are all there. Everybody make a perception check.
As they like skitter away, I'm gonna tell them like, I had a dream about this place last night. Not sure what it means. 15 for perception.
22.
13. 13. Okay. With the 24, you peek out that an invisible creature has emerged from the cave and is headed closer to you guys. He is approaching ever closer. He's now about 60 feet away.
We don't have our mental communication right now, do we?
No. It's about a medium-sized creature.
Am I in walking order? Where would I be? Would I be in front of Bookkeeper or behind him?
That'd be a good thing to figure out at this point. So let's use this little area here, with this being the cave. You guys can arrange yourself here as what you would be standing.
Cool. I pretty much always try to keep myself towards the middle of the group.
I feel like I would have stopped walking as soon as I noticed that it was the cave, so I'd probably be towards the back.
I'll be in the front.
Move me towards the back.
Okay.
Is that for Cedric?
Cedric is this.
Okay. I actually have a mini that might fit in there.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Where is yours? Oh,
Over here.
Where's Abby?
okay.
So as I notice this, I guess I'm walking beside him. I'll give him a nudge.
Oh, nice.
It's a little noble, but
I love it. Oh, that's pretty good. That could not be better. I like it.
I'll nudge Bookkeeper and give him
Did you look over that direction?
Cool. I will cast See Invisibility.
oh yeah, I'm not in the front. What am I doing?
There's
Absolutely
a
not.
butterfly on my nose. Oh, that is the front.
Oh, this is the front?
Yeah.
No, that is the front.
This is the front.
Yeah.
You're out in front.
That's the
Okay,
back.
Cool.
Y'all can be spread out as much as you want. So with you in the front and you in the front and you kind of towards the middle, you bump to see invisibility, and you see a humanoid creature that has large eyes, a wide nose, a mouth full of sharp teeth and curving tusks. Its green skin is hirsute, and its fingers and toes are tipped with claws rather than nails. It wears well-tailored clothes and a tall hat. It's carrying a... it's pretty decently sized. The claws on its feet are pretty large, and it's got a pretty large club that is got these like stones encrusted in it. We'll give you guys a quick little glimpse.
Yeah. I feel like okay.
He's cute.
Aw.
Surely nothing could be wrong about
Cute, that's
this.
the right word.
That's not what I was envisioning.
No.
What could go wrong?
Hey, it's green. It's got a lock.
Yeah,
It's a goblin.
I was envisioning very like traditional like Oriental Oni like club over his shoulders.
As you guys are in this glade, he stops about 30 feet away, and you hear the voice behind you. Seems that he's throwing his voice. You can very clearly see the difference, but the rest of you would probably all turn to the origin of the voice. He goes, "Welcome to the glade. You seek answers?
I do.
I have truth."
Okay. This is really interesting.
Move towards the cave. Let's guide you on your journey.
Sure.
All right.
Also,
And the voice is like coming from like behind you up a little bit. Seems about 8-10 feet high, about 10 feet behind y'all. And as he talks and he talks about the journey, it like moves and throws his voice back on the other side of you. And it's weird. Do you keep your eyes locked on him?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Come now. And he starts to little hop and skitter towards the cave.
I'll start walking into the cave.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I will follow behind Auburn.
We really just can't seem to stop doing weird things. Can we?
Just when you think something starts to get normal, like going to the central trading hub, this thing pops up.
So, as you guys are walking towards the cave, why are you here?
I don't know.
We kind of just appeared. That's the most reasonable explanation I can give you.
The little creatures that brought us here
Oh yeah, the little creatures brought us here.
Yes.
to learn the truth.
That is good.
Is it?
What is your purpose?
You tell us.
Couldn't tell you.
To get home.
Don't believe that is. That was registered as a lie for me. You don't want to go home.
Depends on your definition of home.
Well, you said it, it seemed to spring up with a flicker of a lie. As you guys are getting closer to the entrance of the cave, you feel it's very cool in temperature. It's like part of moving outside of the forest itself and the atmosphere of it. It seems like it's changing quickly. As you're getting closer to it, it goes, "It's important to know your purpose. Why are you together?"
I do not know many who peddle truth who hide.
That's true.
We're really not in the business of trusting invisible creatures.
Oh, why do you go invisible sometimes?
Me? I
Yes.
don't need to.
You're never hidden from yourself?
Semantics. Would you please show yourself?
Okay. It appears before you in the same visage that you have. Tips its hat.
Like a cute goblin thing.
Tips his hat. It is every bit of like 5 feet tall. I mean, it's pretty good size. And tips its hat. Says, "How do you do?"
Usually with a fireball. That's how I do.
I was going to say usually rather clumsily, but that works too.
Well, I think you like hats.
How do you know that?
You've been eyeing mine. Just a few seconds that I was visible.
It's tall.
Do you want it?
No.
Never could you with hat so willingly.
That was a lie.
I stand by my lie.
It's going to use a reaction.
Fire weapon!
Where is this? Where is this? Nah, he's not gonna do that. So, as you move a little bit closer to the front of the cave, and he's revealed himself, he goes, "It's for my protection to be elusive. Many would like to cause harm to those that tell them something that's true. So, for you all, I don't believe you're here by mistake. I believe you have a purpose. And you specifically, you know of this place.
I've seen it. I don't know what it is, though.
It calls to you. It knows who you are. Who are you?
This is Elf McElf, obviously.
Why?
Didn't know why. Who are you?
For someone who tells truth, you sure ask a lot of questions and don't tell very much truth.
That's okay.
Isn't it?
Kinda seems like false advertising.
I think he's more
I'm
trying
not
to-
lost with my objective. I've asked a question and not gotten an answer.
You don't have to answer the question. It's okay.
This feels like a trap. Like, do you want my name? I don't understand.
No. I don't need your name. I need to know who you are.
I don't know how to answer that.
That's for each one to figure that out. But what would your best answer be?
Everybody's obsessed with our purpose. And everybody wants to know, what is your purpose? What are you doing here? What is your name?
Can we just like chill sometimes?
I know.
I mean, right now I'm a little concerned about my parents
Why?
because of the dream I had last night.
Oh, did they die?
Wasn't pretty.
Hmm. Things happen.
Saw this cave.
Well, I think you're meant to be here. And I was hoping you'd be more open.
I don't know how to answer your question.
What are you?
I'm gonna go stand next to Alvaron. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Quick sidebar.
So you were right that I'm not an elf.
No,
What?
No fucking
You're
way.
not.
I soul read you. I soul read you. I knew it.
But I'm not a human.
Oh, what the hell?
I'm a fae.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, is that a lie?
That was correct.
Oh, so I'm correct. It was a lie. Oh.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't really care. It's okay. You could be like a bunch of ducks in a elf suit, I guess. You're fine. Did everyone else know?
Yeah. Boot just told everybody, like yesterday.
You told Boo before me?
Sandal, I think, was the...
I don't know what names you all
Boot,
chose.
sandal, flip flops, pick a shoe.
Heels? Bit gaudy, even for your sake.
It's
More-
fun to be taller.
More of a croc.
Hey, dude.
Oh God.
Is that what you're looking for?
Idiot.
Yes.
I'm a fae.
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome home.
Home?
This is a place straight to the Fae.
Wait. Straight to the Fae?
The Fae.
Like the Feywilds?
Of course.
What? Those
Are
are.
they not
What?
separate?
They are one.
Or they're one, but
No. Like,
Are you saying that there is a portion of this world that retains the original properties of the Feywilds? On that plane?
Yes.
Who knew?
Okay.
Cool.
and
Wait,
so
is Sock
I'm
here? Sock!
supposed to go.
I think you will learn a lot.
If you're a Fae, you're like halfway there to being a hag. It's kind of cool.
No! Oh boy! I'm trying not.
Just don't eat a child.
Don't plan on it.
Ding ding ding. That's truth.
Good enough.
It's helpful that I get really high. Well,
It's your show, man. Your place.
I'm
We're just
watching.
NPCs.
I'm
Yeah.
watching Cedric as best I can while all this is happening.
His eyes are like looking back and forth at everything and just taking everything in.
Is his amulet out or is it back in his shirt?
Oh, it's tucked away.
Okay, good.
feel like I should explore this.
Okay. Guess I'm along this wild ride now.
Is this something they all are joining in on, or?
I believe they are all supposed to be a part
Okay,
of this.
good.
Why did I need to come here?
Do you hurt?
Of course I do.
Do you want to be better?
Of course. Who doesn't?
Being with them make you stronger?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Will that help you accomplish your goals?
It already does.
So why do you need to be here?
I still don't know.
You answered a lot of relevant questions.
Huh.
Not a single lie.
Damn.
Are you meant to be here?
No. I'm meant to be back home.
False.
Well, that was my truth. I don't know what your truth is. Way different.
There is something greater in your life. Something further in play. All of you are connected by these threads. It's just cool to watch. Well, I don't have all the answers,
No one does.
but I lead you to maybe finding some. So, well, is there anything you want to know before you go in?
What's your name?
Can't give you my real.
Worth a shot.
You
Pretty
can
please.
What do you go by?
you can call me Bleb.
Bleb.
How very fair of you. Blab.
Bleb.
Maybe you can summon this guy.
Don't think I want to.
So
Doesn't.
then, is it true that people can control you if they have your true name?
Oh no. Maybe the Archfey.
Who's the Archfey?
The great and powerful phase of beings. The
Daddy
ones
Fae.
that are near godhood, if not of the same level. They are very powerful, and they rule over the Feywilds for eons, unbothered by the affairs of others, and I believe one day you may be one.
Huh?
Interesting.
That would make dealing with Shawcross so much easier.
You can just make a deal with her.
I don't want to. No promises. So many questions, and yet. I mean, I have all the time in the world.
Ouch.
Me too. Actually, no, I don't. I have someone coming after me.
You have something coming after you.
Yeah, some person named Blackfish. You ever heard of him?
No.
Insane.
I rolled a natural 20.
Nice. He's not lying.
Yeah, I got a few sendings when I was out on my own.
Oh.
Yeah.
It seems like a later conversation.
Yeah.
You seem to make a lot of claims and say that you are leading us towards truth. How do you know what the truth is and what could be coming?
I don't believe it's perfect, but it's pretty spot on. And a lot of your answers were I don't knows, and not yes or no's, or a semblance of an idea of what you're doing. And I believe you're just missing the point. But that's only my belief. I think that when this place calls, especially someone of their own, I try to help guide them.
Well, paths were made to be walked. Let's start walking.
Is Cedric here going to be a problem for being here?
No.
Good.
Oh yeah, who is this guy?
Oh yeah.
We
You're a
saved him
small
from
human.
being
I'm not that
cooked and
small.
eaten.
I've eaten a human like you before.
Yeah,
Concerning.
we shouldn't make jokes like that. We already have kind of a tenuous relation. Just
Can you believe he tried to charm person on him?
Yes. Yes, I can. I watched it happen to you.
See? Wasn't lying.
Wow.
Hi, I'm their problem causer and not their problem solver.
Ooh.
Technically, I'm the one that got us here, so
You're the current problem causer.
yeah.
You just stepped in while I was having a mental breakdown.
You can say that.
I'm learning a lot. What's in the cave? And the great Dokebib was. I wish I could answer all of the questions, but what you'll find in there, I believe, sets you on a path you can't avoid.
Ooh, I have a question. Could I kill you?
Yes.
Whoa.
So honest.
I'm not going to, don't worry.
Thank you.
But I might try to eat you. And that's
I
not
don't
a
taste
lie.
good.
I eat rats.
I might taste better than a rat.
Okay, I still want to eat you though.
This is Cedric, by the way. Cedric Aurelius.
Your bloodline got kind of muddled. You don't look that similar. Maybe you're not so high and mighty as you thought. Maybe you're low-born.
a few maids in there somewhere.
Probably a few maids in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Your dad seems tight.
Yeah.
You've met his dad?
Nope.
Don't have to.
Just from what I've heard.
Well, a few generations will do that to you, I suppose.
Yeah, at least you're not inbreeding. Oh, that's how you make some ugly people.
Yeah.
I cannot believe I'm the one who has to say this right now. I'm tired of standing around. Can we go into the cave?
Good idea. I'll start walking for you.
Cedric's going right beside you.
He likes me, I guess.
He likes the idea of going in. So, you charge ahead. You start to enter into a
I'm
very...
gonna start sprinting. Race you, Oberon!
I'm faster than you! Take your shoes off!
Away you go. And so, At first, the cave is very small. Like, very small. You have to, like, pretty much crouch to try to get into what is the darkness of this. And very quickly, the temperature change is drastic. It's much cooler. It's much calmer. It's got this blue, like, fungus that is growing on different parts of it. And as you look closer, they're not fungus, it's leaves. These blue leaves that are growing like a moss. And as you step in and creak in, you have to kind of crawl with your knees a little bit. It's a little claustrophobic as you get through the first portion of the tunnel, and then you can kind of stand up. And the tunnel starts to get a little bit larger and weaves its way around into a large open area. As we will move a dish for you guys. I thought I was supposed to click over. There it goes.
Whoa! Charlie's Chocolate Factory.
Lean World.
No, don't even. R.I.P. Juice World.
It's the trash
I wasn't
can from Rick and
referencing
Morty.
it, but yeah.
So, you guys racing forward.
I'd like to make a
What would be
perception
the
check
next-
for Oompa Loompas.
Next order.
Shove us all in there.
I feel like I'd still probably be towards the back.
Okay.
Ronnie, Aaron, you. Yeah, fine. You two watch our butt.
So, as you guys start to head into this cave, it opens up and gets much larger. And this area here, these like blue leaves and moss that have all grown around, this steps down further into like the base of what this cavern is. And this area up here is a little bit taller. It's been seemingly made up into some kind of focal point around this gleaming, purple, shimmering, cosmic waterfall that pours down into a hole. And this massive hole seems to be filled with this purple, gleaming, magical water? You're unsure. It seems to flow, it seems to move, it seems to be this magical pool of nature. And it is ever drawing you guys closer to it, but as you look in here, how do you guys approach this cave? What do you do?
Is there anybody in here?
As you're walking in, you guys are looking around. Make a perception check.
Ooh.
I need y'all to position yourselves to where you would want to be able to see, because the moment you can't see nothing. Can you hand me another bottle of water? I'm dying.
Like right next to Oberon, between the two of you.
What I face? Salt?
Put him next to Oberon.
Thank you.
Put me behind him.
Let's go next to Opera.
Boot, where you want to be?
Who's Boot? I'm Sandal.
Sandal.
That's fine. 28 perception.
23.
28.
I got a dirty 20. Dang, dude.
23.
I already forgot. 21.
17.
As you guys are looking in here, there's not a light source that is being projected throughout here. It is very dim light all through here, but everybody almost has dark vision for these guys. So you guys can't see unless he goes tap. And Cedric's like, it's really dark in here. What is it?
Why don't you see for yourself? And I'll snap, and everyone that doesn't have dark vision gets it now.
As you guys are moving ever closer and trying to get your eyes on everything. Yours was 24. What was everybody else's? 28.
21.
23.
Oh, you guys are visual
17.
AF.
Dirty 20.
Alright. Didn't mess with y'all too much.
That's fine.
As you guys look in here, you start to see this whole room and whole cavern system. It's not lit. It's illuminated by whatever this magical fissure of water or flow. It's coming out of the rocks and making its way down into this pool. Whatever magical energy it's giving off is lighting up the room, and as you scan over the different parts of it, there's a memory to you guys of going into that one little pocket space before the Hag's Lair that seemed to be the Fae encompassed. And this as if it was dialed to 11. Like, this is otherworldly, and you've never experienced something quite like it. And there's a part of it for you that just seems to, like, you want to learn more. You have to. You're drawn to it. And as everyone is scanning and looking around, everybody who rolled more than a 20 is not surprised.
See, invisibility lasts for an hour.
They're not invisible.
That's fine.
As
just
they
to make you
drop
aware.
from the ceiling. And
Boy, if you don't-
everybody who did not have a 20 did not see them in time and is surprised as multiples creatures.
Small little fiends are here to attack us. How scary.
Where is the other one?
He fell into the fountain.
Is this combat?
Yes.
Go
Will you
to
bring
spot.
the elk with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Deer.
It's an elk.
They're different.
Mr. Relk.
That's closer.
I need everybody to go ahead and roll
Man.
for initiative.
It's gonna be crazy.
I got like
I'm surprised, but I rolled really well.
You guys see
Sad.
these hulking bipedal creatures that seem to stalk around as they've landed now. Their yellow eyes glowing, and there's water cascading down their backs.
I think we got shifted a little bit. I think the map got shifted that way a bit.
Oh, it did for sure. A lot.
Yeah, our archer's standing in the void.
You're dead.
Avoid the void.
Not that void, the other void.
You're dead.
Yeah, that's about right.
As plopping down all around here, these hulking little monsters and creatures land all around. And for this initiative, 25 to 20.
22.
21.
21.
No idea if your dex or mine is better. Mine's +2.
All right.
Plus 3.
So
Cool.
20 to 15.
16.
All right. What'd you get?
7. I rolled a 3.
Does someone need to roll for Toby?
Natural 20.
Toby?
Tobias.
Ronnie?
Ronnie.
Oh.
He has a +5, I believe.
He's first. All right. Does anybody want to play his character? I'll take one thing off my.
Yeah, I can do it.
Cool. Well, you can start trying to figure out what you would do on his turn if you want to try to pick up his sheet. You could find it on a different tab and pull it up because it is public. So.
I wonder what the rogue's gonna do.
Luckily, I've played one of these before.
Couldn't be sneak attack.
Absolutely not.
Well, roll him a perception check. See if he got above 20. See if he's surprised or not.
There's no way.
Okay, so then he doesn't get to go on his turn. And it'll kick over to you,
Cool.
Arya.
I will start by shooting the guy in front of me. It's gonna be a 18 to hit for the first one. And
18 hits.
the second one's more than that, so
Yeah.
sweet.
Hit.
First hit is gonna take, hold on, 15 points of damage.
15.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful.
And then the second hit takes an additional 11.
Nice. All right. So as you see these things land and erupt in here, you hear the voice from behind from the great, the guy who led you guys to come to the cave. Goes, wait, how did they get in there? Did they come through? And
Yep.
asking questions as your arrows find their mark, hit into this creature. It and snarls in pain. You guys see this image of these creatures.
Ooh.
Are they deaf from the unseelie court?
I'm gonna back up here a little bit.
How much did you do?
I don't remember.
That was like 30 seconds ago.
26 total.
26
Mhm.
total.
All right, Teshin's up.
Ooh.
If you had a 20 or higher on your,
I sure did.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're gonna do. Sure. I'm gonna run. About there, and I'm gonna cast haste on Aaron. And that's gonna be that.
got a concentration ring.
Yeesh. Why did that roll?
Any ring will work.
I got you.
Thank you. And I'm just gonna run
Loose rings over there.
forwards as much, like right next to Relaine.
Okay.
Like in between you two. Yeah, right in there. Perfect. And then that will be good for me.
Bueno. And now it is Steve.
Steve didn't roll high enough on his perception to go this round.
All right, so now the first batch of these guys are gonna go. Running up behind you, Shando. Coming over to Cedric. These sides here. Running up the stairs. This one is going to clamber across the wall.
Chill.
This one is going to step down and get behind cover. This one is going to try
Doesn't
to
bother you,
crouch
though.
down behind here. He has 3
You
quarters
ignore
cover.
cover. You ignore
And this one's
cover.
going to run this way.
How tall is that wall?
With sharpshooter.
The
you
wall
ignore-
here
you
is
ignore
about
cover.
6-7 feet
Wait, do you have a sharpshooter?
going down.
Oh.
And
No, you don't.
so, the one coming up behind Sandal here is going to
Excuse me.
make 2 claw attacks. Try to double his odds here. A 24 to hit
Mm-hmm.
and a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So, with this, you're going to take 22 points of slashing damage, and you are grappled. Only grappled by one, though. You can't be grappled by both. And that is all it's going to do for this time. I think that is correct. Let me make sure there's nothing else. Yeah, that's it. this one here had to move a ton. These over here that have moved up close. One is going to use a feature called Whispered Terrors, and is going to bombard the minds of up to 3 creatures it can see within 60 feet of it with nightmares. Nightmare. As is going to try to affect Cedric, Oberon, and Elwyn. I need each of you to make a wisdom saving throw. Cedric's good.
15.
17.
You guys all succeed. Success, you take half damage. You guys are going to take 9 psychic damage. As you feel this clutch in your brain, these whispered terrors.
Concentration's good.
Oh, that'd be brutal to lose that instantly.
Instantly, yeah.
It's hard to break my concentration, luckily.
You just jinxed yourself. No.
Fireball.
As it is now going to go to Sandal.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh, I didn't have the other one attack Cedric. Sorry, let me do that real quick. He's going to make a claw attack here. Miss. So both attacks miss on Cedric. And now it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna move away over here first. So go ahead and make the attack of opportunity that is coming.
You were grappled, so you can't move.
Oh.
But you can try to escape if you'd rather do that with your action.
Oh no, that's fine. I'll transform into an elk.
Okay.
How big is that creature?
It's a medium-sized creature.
Could it still be grappling me if
Yes.
I'm large?
Yes.
But I
One
can
size
drag it,
larger.
right? Half my movement.
You could use half your... Well, no, when you're grappled, your speed is 0.
I
No.
thought that was restrained.
No.
I'll attack.
All right.
I miss.
What was the total?
11.
They're not wearing any kind of armor of any kind. But that still does miss. And
Your elk.
be an elk. He's an elk.
Oops.
All right. So now it's going to go to Cedric's turn. He's going to go. No. And he's going to Misty Step down here, and then he's going to go this way. And he is going to fire a fireball right here.
Nice.
They're all going to make their saves. They have advantage against magical effects. They're rolling trash. With that, 2 of those succeed. The other 2 fail. And that's good. Dang, son. 34 points of fire damage as they and wicker up in flame. It seems to be effective on them. Doesn't seem to be reduced or any kind like that as they look badly hurt from this. But that's Cedric's turn, and now we go to yours.
That's a good idea! Fireball, same spot, same exact
Go
spot.
ahead. Roll your damage. What's your DC?
15.
They all succeed.
They take 12 damage already halved.
All right. So
Just
with that,
looked at the description
they
of my base and found
reel
a
in
feature
pain
that I
again.
didn't know it had.
That's from the
the
new
water
one.
like
Okay.
steaming off of them
I
that was
thinking,
pouring
what is
down their
this?
backs.
Why this was not
And
here before.
they
That makes
are
sense.
pretty upset.
Cool, I'm gonna look at this guy and scream geyser.
All right, so he's
I
going to
love
make a
this
strength
so
save.
much.
Yeah.
He succeeds.
Okay. He takes nothing then.
All right.
Just some water.
Yeah,
He is
I
now
just-
drenched.
Yeah, I just sprayed him 30 gallons of water.
Yeah, I love it. Now, had you beat the 20 on the perception?
I did.
Okay.
I think Relaine and Ronnie were the only ones that didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I had
so
a dirty 20.
now we kick back to Tobias. So that's
Okay.
Ronnie.
That's cool. Cool. I'm gonna use my action to turn invisible, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide. So he'll just kind of skirt around.
Okay.
So he gets advantage, and he has crazy good stealth. Let's see. That's me, not him. Pretty sure he's very hidden.
So you use an action to go invisible?
Yes.
All right. Bonus action to attack?
Bonus action stealthing to hide.
Okay.
So
I'm pretty sure he's a plus 10.
he does.
So-
So it's a 20 stealth.
Big invisible.
Yeah.
He's ready for next round.
Yep.
Okay.
So things cannot target him if he's hidden.
Yeah. With
I'm
that,
keeping you alive.
you are up.
Cool.
Or,
I am gonna. She's far enough away that wouldn't provoke an attack of opportunity, right?
Right.
Go straight. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'll come down here. And kind of come over here.
And you can easily kind of like traverse the difference of terrain, like bounding
Yeah.
across here.
You have all the speed.
No, I'm trying to decide where I want to go.
You could like
Have
go
so
over
many
here if you
options.
wanted to. Your double speed movement, so
Sure, I'll come back here. And then I am going to shoot that one.
All right.
Or at least some of them. So it's going to be so many. 24.
That'll hit.
First hit. 21 for the second. And 21 again for the third.
Heyo.
nice.
That's my line.
That's for the first one. That's going to be 8 plus 6, so 14.
All right.
15. Nope, sorry. That's 12 for the second.
Okay.
And 12. Sorry, 13.
Got it.
Got it.
So 13, and whatever the first one was.
15.
Yes. I think so.
Good. Bueno.
Yeah.
Horribly in pain. This thing. And then is going to look to try and go after you.
Cool.
Then it is now Dashin.
Me, I'm going to cast magic. I don't like that you're grappled. I'm gonna vortex warp you.
Ooh.
You wanna go there?
I wouldn't be able to communicate that to you where I wanted to go.
Sure.
Just put me wherever you think is best.
Where you want to go, elk boy?
I mean, you could probably do some ramming over there, right?
Yeah.
Alright, that's probably where I'll put you. That's okay with you. And since I look like I'm right in his target area, I'm gonna... 10, jump off the ledge. How high is this actually before I do that?
It's
6 feet.
just about 6 feet.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna jump down. 30 and come over here.
I mean, you don't know how far it is until you get there.
That'll be it for me.
We're going on a trip. All right. Sweet. Now it's Steve.
That was my back. That's
All
crazy.
right. With my action, we're going to use Twilight Sanctuary.
Nice.
Bueno.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. We're going to attack this one that Arya just hit. That's so many to hit. 21.
21. All right. Yeah.
And that's 10 force damage.
Beautiful.
And then I get stuff at the end of my turn because Twilight Clerics are broken.
Yo.
I get 9 temp HP, and that is the end of my turn.
Huge.
Wonderful. So now they're going to go. And as these creatures seem to just wail out in unison, you feel your minds reeked with these whispered terrors. For this, we are going to have this guy. Yeah, he's safe. He's invisible. So, seeing you three, I need you three to make a wisdom saving throw. That's going after Steve, Teshin, and Valkyrie.
21.
17.
26.
You guys all succeed and only take 9 psychic damage. This one on the wall over here is going to do the same thing. You don't need to do it again.
Man. Oh, my temp HP
17.
gone.
Another 9.
Another 9.
18.
Another 9.
15.
You succeed. Take another 9 damage. This one here is going to do the same thing to you three.
Oh my god. And I'm going to save.
21.
Natural 18, so a lot.
Me too.
What was yours?
21.
All right, so all of you take 9 more psychic damage.
Oh my god.
This one here is going to do the same thing to you three.
I'm good. I'm rolling all my concentration checks as well, so
Good,
I'm good to
You're
go
doing,
still.
You're doing
I
good.
got 11.
11.
20.
Oh, no.
14.
Fail. Wait, no, meets it, beats it. You're good.
Oh.
So for you, you take 18 psychic damage. The others take 9.
I'm good.
But you are also frightened until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
And that's from this one here. So you can't move closer to that one. But you said 9 on yours?
11.
11. Okay, that's good. If you were to fail this saving throw by 5 or more, there's an additional effect.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Thanks.
So this one is going to target you 3 again.
Oh my god.
Oh, either way, I'm down.
All right. So with 9 damage, you are now unconscious. Down.
18.
So many.
18, you're good. You save, take 9 damage.
25.
And I'm good on my concentration.
Took me from 52 to 0.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm at 6.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was at 1.
Dang.
25 on wisdom save.
All right. This one here is going to do the same thing again, but not to you because you're already down. So he's going to target the elk.
Dang.
So what's the...
Wisdom saving throw.
I'm fine again. It's like 24
Fail.
or something like that.
What is the total?
Natural 1.
Natural 1. You take 18 psychic damage. You are also affected by madness.
Um.
I need you to roll a 1d10.
10.
For 10 minutes, you are affected by short-term madness. Now roll a 1d100.
Nine.
You retreat into your mind and become paralyzed. This effect ends if you take any damage. As the elk stammers in the corner. With that, this one here,
Just gonna.
no more concentration?
Nah, I'm down.
You're down, so no more concentration as well. Your haste drops, you're stunned.
Kind of.
I'm too stunned to speak.
You're lethargic.
Lethargic.
Sleepy.
So with that, down.
This is going so poorly.
This one here
I succeeded on every save.
is
Wild.
now going to target you, Cedric,
What?
and Relaine with the same thing.
So, sorry, what save is it?
Wisdom.
Thank you.
21.
9.
9. You take 18 points of psychic damage, and you need to roll a d10. So for 5 minutes, you are affected by, in effect, for short-term madness, you need to roll a 1d100.
That is a 12.
12?
Yeah.
You retreat into your mind and become paralyzed. The effect ends if you take any damage.
Oh boy.
As everything looks so perfectly bleak. It's a good time for us to end. I'm just kidding. As that is all of their turns, that is all they can do. And it now goes to you, sir.
Is there a save?
You are stuck. I don't think there's any way out unless you take damage. So, you are there. Moving on to Cedric, as Cedric looks at everything. He's the only one. He's the only one. He's the only one. What do we do? He doesn't know that Tobias is still around.
And I'm still fine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. He's panicking. Right. But he is going to cast another fireball, trying to maximize what he can. Hitting this area here. Getting all 4 of them. No matter what they roll, all 4 of them are gone. As he is going to make some distance and put himself over here and crouch down. As it is now your turn. Get the books. Ooh. Piece of candy. As that is now there, we go to Tobias.
He's gonna stab this guy here next to Relaine.
Get him.
So, first attack with advantage, second attack with advantage too, but all the things. This is gonna be the, you know what, I don't know, they're doing a lot of psychic damage. We're gonna do a rapier attack, and then a dagger attack. This is booming bladed, by the way, so that's gonna be a 21 to hit.
21. Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna take. Let me see how booming blade works again. Or green flame blade, I should say. It's another additional D8. So.
Oh, and you have sneak attack.
Yeesh. So actually, it's gonna be 3 of those. And then sneak attack, which is going to be 3d6. A lot of dice. Woo! 5, 10, 11, 18, 21. 25 points of damage to that guy.
He's dead.
Nice.
Let's go.
Right. And then he's gonna bonus action stab this guy.
Okay.
Whew. Stabby stab with his
Eye cooler.
his ice Yeti cooler.
Yeti cooler.
Which, does he have an item? Yeah, there it is. Plus 9 to hit. Okay. Uh, 21 to hit, and then he's gonna take
Definitely hit.
D4 plus a D6. 8. 12 points of damage on the second one.
Okay. Takes that 12. That's his turn?
Yeesh.
All right. You are still paralyzed.
Yeah.
Aria, you cannot go. You cannot move. You're recessed into your brain. Madness has overtaken you. And Teshin, you're down.
I sure is.
This man
Don't
is
worry
a
about it.
charm.
Just don't worry about it. I'll keep it track.
Okay, I don't know what the
I'll
charm
just
is.
keep track of it.
Cool.
It is not
I
a
guess,
charm.
I guess we wouldn't know anyways.
It is not a charm. So then we go to Steve.
Cool.
Heyo.
Tashin gets a healing word as a bonus action.
Ooh.
And Valkyron is going to get a healing potion as my action.
All right, so
Good.
some healing to you, and one over to you. Pop one in your mouth.
Well, we're still technically.
Yeah, you're still taking.
You get 6.
Woohoo.
And you get
2d4 plus 2.
8.
I might not go down.
Bueno.
Actually, no, I will if I ever stay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right. So with that,
And then I get
anything else?
6 temp HP at the end of my turn. I get 9.
My health reset, that's why it's lower.
That's it.
You gotta watch that.
Well, the thing is I have like my rolled health in, but I have the item we got early on. I get to be plus 5 max HP.
All right. So with that, this one here, seeing the strike, is going to try and get a strike on the invisible.
Sweet.
Let's roll the good die. We're looking good. All right. That is at disadvantage, a 21 to hit.
He's gonna shield that.
Second attack. Disadvantage will miss horribly.
Cool.
The other one in front of him that he's hit is going to make attacks with disadvantage. Miss. Natural 20 and a 17. The 17 plus 6 is a 23.
Miss.
Yeah, shield still up.
Yep.
Bummer, dude.
Am I able to see?
Is who able to see?
Am I able to see the crit happen?
It was at disadvantage, so he didn't get it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
But there is about to be a crit, and you will be able to see it
Oh,
because
beautiful.
you are paralyzed. So, if she hits.
Correct.
So you're going to roll with advantage. A 17 hit you?
Nope.
So it doesn't crit. Second attack comes after you. That was with advantage. All right, this one definitely hits.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. $14.
Nope.
Saved her life. All right. So you were paralyzed but protected. And I'm sad.
Giving you advantage on your next.
Thanks.
Well, you can't do anything.
Yeah, I'm kind of not.
Um,
at the moment.
Relaine, I'll give you advantage because you're healthy.
You're
there's
well.
nobody else. It's just the three of them right now. So that is all they do this turn. But let's see if they get their skill back for next turn.
I sure hope not.
All right. And we go to paralyzed Cedric. Cedric's like, how do I help them? Does anybody know?
Shoot a spell!
Kill the people who caused it?
All right. He's going to move forward here, and he's going to look towards this one up there. He's going to use chromatic orb.
What pondered in the orb?
He misses,
Unfortunate.
unfortunately, and he's like, try again. Still miss. All right, and with that, it now goes to Yusa.
Debating right now, because me and you were in some pretty dire straits if we get hit again.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, I'm just going to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Nice.
Okay.
Give us another round, maybe.
Yeah, I'll stand up too, so I'll just have my movement for that. And I'll target boom, 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 and her. She's hurt. I can't see Tobias.
Okay, yeah.
He's good.
All right. So how much healing for everybody of them?
That's a poor roll. Everyone heal 13.
13. Elk gets 13. You get 13.
I will bonus action, and I will give you Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
Because they can't see Tobias.
All right.
You get 11 temp HP at the end of your turn.
And now we go to Tobias.
That was like the most not loud scream I've ever done.
Okay, he's going to bonus action disengage.
Bardic Inspiration is D6.
D8.
D8. Oh.
Good bard now.
And then he's going to throw a psychic blade. Yeah, at this guy here.
Okay. Roll advantage.
Natural 20. So we'll see how this does.
Ooh. I'm in. From a Family Guy episode. I'm from this, and I'm from The Simpsons.
Okay, let's see. So 6, 7,
Clickety
17.
clack, math rocks go boom.
I love meth rocks.
47 points of psychic damage.
How much?
47.
He's gone. This guy right?
Yep.
Head explodes.
Right.
gone.
And bonus action, throw another one at the other lady standing up there.
You already used your bonus action.
Oh, that's true. Thank you.
Objection.
Objection.
Bonus, but yeah, that's it.
All right. That was the one who got its ability back.
Oh, nice.
Oh, heck yeah.
So, with that, it's now Arya, but you're still paralyzed. I'm sorry. Teshin.
I don't know anything about this ability, so I can't help you guys. I'm gonna hit her real hard with the magic missile. Just do a little tickling. So 1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. 3 glowing darts. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't realize it did that much. I'll be honest.
Well, 10 points of damage. Force
Okay.
damage.
Remember, every dart also has a +1.
Yep.
So
I rolled bad. I just did 1 charge.
Why not?
So, then I'm gonna stand up and run around here.
All right, Steve.
Actually,
Yeah,
I'm running back around here.
30 feet.
My name
13 temp
is
HP.
Steve.
13.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Going to turn around and run over and hit this lady with my mace.
And you have
Maybe.
advantage.
You do have advantage.
Silver
For
bar,
me.
and you have Bardic Inspiration.
Sure, why not? Just to be sure. That's really good. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Feels bad, man. That's 5 bludgeoning damage because I rolled a 1.
Amazing.
And my bonus action. Going to. I don't think I can do that from here. We're gonna move my spiritual weapon 20 feet closer to this other one.
Okay. All right. Now it's their go. As this one still bearing on you, Arya. That is a 20 to hit.
Yes, that's
Silver.
what mine. Yeah.
Silvery barbs.
Try again. 11. Second attack.
I can't help you on this one.
That's okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
That does it.
-7. That's a 2. Never mind. -2.
That
19.
still
Is it?
doesn't hit.
Oh.
Yeah, IC's 20.
Is that though? I was gonna say
Yeah,
that's
actually-
that's close to 60 feet.
Yeah, because I don't. Luckily, it's not Aaron, so it's just her. But we'll see.
Ah.
Looks like right there.
That's okay.
Dying.
Unless you want to double check me.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Just
Dying.
barely.
Well, you can eat 1 crit.
That's fine.
You'll be
Yeah.
fine. I've eaten a few this section.
You're fine. I couldn't possibly roll max damage.
Saved you on one at least.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Oh, you're high. You're good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't. What's it called? Time like warper thing. Whatever that spell
So
is.
the reaction.
Vortex warp.
18
Oh, yeah, that
slashing
was smart.
damage. Not too bad.
Use your reaction then too. If you need to.
Well, vortex warp is
No,
spell.
I'm
This
not
is my
paralyzed
action, yeah.
anymore, right?
No longer paralyzed,
Woo!
and no longer in this short-term madness. You are out of it completely.
Woo!
And so, with that, and you took the damage.
Yeah.
You were grappled though by this, as it's holding onto you. You can't go anywhere. And the
You
other
have
two.
advantage
Just in general.
on your next.
Oh, the other one.
Or
Yeah, 'cause you
saving
guys
throw or
killed him.
whatever.
Is going to come up and attack Lane here.
You're kind of cold-blooded murderers when you can get on there.
me.
Natural 20.
Ouchie.
You know, I just used my reaction, so
That's fine.
can't help you there.
I'm a tank.
That's going to be 16 slashing damage.
No worries.
And you are also now grappled.
Got him where you want him.
And it's going to bite you.
How rude.
Rude.
It's fine. I'm a tank.
That is a 22.
No. Does not hit.
Big sad.
We love Elaine.
Get wrecked.
Alright. So,
23
can
AC.
only hit him with a natural 20, basically. Alright, so with that, you're still grappled, but didn't bite you. And it is now Cedric, as he is going to be like, oh, I know that one as well. Magic missile. And roll some d4s here. Okay, buddy. And as these little missiles fire out, you see, and then head's gone. As he's like, okay, it's getting better. And with that, it is now your turn.
Okay. So this is the only person's left, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna step right here.
Okay.
I'll point my water towards you, something funny. I say it's Sylvan. I'm gonna shoot 7 charges of my magic missile on at her.
Incoming 40 damage.
Alright. Well, it's only
3d4 and then 1d4
so
per
it's
initial.
only 94 plus 9.
Yes.
Only.
Oh, yeah.
Take 32 damage. Force.
Oh, that's enough.
Ouch.
Something. Oh, that was so funny.
Thank you.
As one of you eventually goes over and grabs a hold of Boot. Snap back up, buddy.
Wake up, Mr. Deer.
You are shaken free from your madness. No longer paralyzed. As
We're just gonna see if we get temp HP for everybody. Real quick.
I'll keep my 11, thank you.
You could get 13 though.
Oh my god, I want 15.
everybody groups up and spends a second gathering their breath and possibly getting some temp HP. And
moves like that, the swiftness is crazy.
So 13.
yes.
I've got 13 already.
So 13. You'll also get 13.
We're also pretty hurt,
I'll
right?
take 12, and Cedric can take 12.
I'm not as bad as y'all probably are.
Did you give Ronnie any?
Oh, Ronnie can take 12 instead of Cedric then. And Cedric will
I think some of us are
get
still kind of hurt. I know us
11.
three are, and then you probably have some damage taken.
little
I'm
bit.
pretty hurt, yeah.
Okay, I'll cast Mass Cure Woods again.
I'll make a note that Ronnie has 20.
Alright, one heal 18.
Woo!
Beautiful.
Judah, you get 12 HP temporary when you get back. Don't forget.
So,
Or you can just open your phone and do it yourself.
right, that's true. So, with this, as all this starts to settle and these creatures come through, you see your supposed friend that led you here coming in and goes, I didn't think they were in there. I'm so sorry.
Insight.
Yeah.
Did we get actual healing done yet?
Join
Huh?
18.
18, thank you. Sorry, I missed it. I was.
That is
You old
bad.
blood?
18.
He seems to be very forthright and honest, and upset, and has some tears in his eyes, and goes, they must have come through from the other side.
Like, the Feywild?
You can go see for yourself.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go dive into the
Is it-
purple pool.
Okay.
It's the way.
Alright.
You run.
Yeah, I'm gonna rip my shirt off while I'm doing it. Cannonball!
And splash away you do. You guys see him disappear underneath this shimmering pool as the ripples go out. And you would expect to see in this translucent cosmic water him underneath. It seems clear enough to see, but he is nowhere to be seen.
I guess that's where we're going.
Relaine, you get ascending. It's so purple. Everything is purple. I hate it. I don't know how to get back. Oh, there's a pool of water. That's it.
As you are feeling like the bubbles pass by you, there's this weird light sensation. You're floating, you're flying. You aren't sinking. You can breathe.
I'm a fae.
As your ears start to go long. I'm just kidding. As you feel this crazy sensation of this rushing past you. The sensation of this water or whatever rushing past you, you feel yourself moving, but you're light. You're able to move your hands around freely. It's as if there's no gravity affecting you whatsoever, and you 10 seconds, 20 seconds go by, 30 seconds go by. You can breathe just fine. It feels like you're in a river.
I'm gonna pull out the decanter of endless water. Can I still speak?
Yes.
Geyser. Does it shoot out of this?
You're shooting water, and the water's going. It's not going to a place you can see. You're still, it's going behind. You're moving. You're moving.
Oh, this is a good idea. Geyser! Geyser!
And next thing you know, you are in open air.
Uh-oh.
You are propelled into the air.
Propelled?
Propelled by a streaming geyser of water as you see the earth below you as you fly up, and then gravity catches you and you start going back down towards
Featherfall.
and feather fall away. You coast back down to the ground to look all around you. This, you don't recognize this as any terrain. You're quickly looking around. You can see the stars so brilliantly. It is incredible, the sight to behold. And as you look up and you see, you're not in the dome of Zenith.
Uh-oh. I not avoid the void.
As that's where we're going to end tonight.
Wow.
Thank you guys for coming and playing tonight. We will see next time what you guys do, how things go. I hope you all enjoyed this session. I'm sorry you were paralyzed that entire combat.
I feel like that.
You were like going to be like the tank, and it's like, oh, save him. Oh, now he's gone forever.
Unfortunately.
But we thank you guys so much for joining us on our adventure. We hope you all have a wonderful night, and we'll see us next Monday.